providing us with such a lovely title tonight.
It's true.
For tonight's stream.
We are live.
Hi, the internet.
She's here, she's not just disembodied.
I am disembodied.
Okay, well,
Her voice is coming from inside the beer can. It's not.
don't worry, she's not trapped in there.
Why would you just say that?
What?
Load game.
So the trick is going to be making sure that we don't drop frames.
Ooh. Yeah, because we did have that last time.
Yeah, very briefly. We haven't played since November 9th. It has been more than a month.
This one's later.
Yeah. We manually saved after it auto-saved.
10 minutes later.
When last we left off.
Good, now I can move back.
Stuff happened.
Oh shit, it does this.
Yeah. 1, 2...
Oh, we got the story with
that's right, we went
bird
inside.
name.
What's his face's brain? We went inside the assassin's brain, who lacks empathy, and therefore murders people.
We found out that we put them to sleep with the drug. Oh, now we're looking for boss.
Oh, that's right.
And
She could be anywhere.
Yeah, except hey, it's topical. No wait.
Christmas tree? Oh, that's Christmas time.
Yeah.
Oh, L2 also does buttons. Boy band poster.
Look, Date! Handsome young man.
Yeah, Iba.
Why are you getting excited?
Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Oh, fuck off.
He's jealous.
Maybe the posters? No.
See if I can hear us and to make sure that there's no irritating echo
Weird
from
reverb.
Iva.
Let's hack her computer.
Iva, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
This roof is, weird.
Yeah, she is.
Nope.
You got the right spirit. Susan.
Incorrect.
Unlocked. Logging in.
So you guys both like Festus, the fetus Pokemon. What's his name?
Reuniclus.
Ranunculus.
I have
The
recovered
Pokemon that you like.
The homunculus Pokemon.
You don't act like you don't. He looks like a
What?
pink.
Homunculus Pokemon?
I don't know that at all. I haven't
Guy
played
in
40
green
hours.
goop? What?
Oh, in the...
Yeah, in the
That's
in
the one.
sack?
in the sack.
In the sack.
It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Open it.
Open it.
I'm gonna Google fetus Pokemon, and it's definitely gonna give me what I want.
That's
Nice.
true. Oh shit.
So
Yeah, there it is, right there.
So without an eye. Oh.
Oh, Reuniclus
That's
is
what I
the
think I
final
said.
form. I haven't gotten there yet.
You've gotten the basic fetus
I've
one.
gotten
Why?
the first two, yeah.
What's the name for the thing whenever it splits? That's like 4. It's not a nucleotide.
That looks like boss. It is boss.
Boss?
Hello, I'm boss.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you. Oh, bless you.
You remember that time that I said, God, I wish I hadn't sneezed. I have to do it again.
It's gonna smell like heckin' sneeze.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Solosis
Yes?
and Duosion.
Terrible
It's
names.
Solosis, Duosion, Reuniclus.
Sure, because it's splitting. Makes sense.
Yeah, I
Except for
guess.
Rian.
Yep.
What did it say to do?
Save.
Oh, good. I was worried you were reloading it and you were going to literally live the last 2 seconds.
Just so you could sneeze over it again.
Yeah. I wish I
Wait.
hadn't sneezed.
I'm
To
sorry.
be fair, Reuniclus is like way less
Woo!
icky than Duosion or Solosis.
There are still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago, and Date's past.
Thank you.
The story's branching points are insomnia.
Ah,
Okay.
Use the flowchart to jump to a branching point in a somnium. It may be hidden somewhere in the dream world. Find a new way forward.
Ooh. I'm glad it introduced it.
Yes, explicitly stated.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's happening.
This is locked.
do you
This
think
is locked. To
they-
proceed, you must play through more of the story. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, can I zoom X? Okay. Ooh.
Is this one of those games where you're supposed to play the game 5 times or whatever?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Ah, now I figured it out. Okay.
I'm familiar.
Let's go back
Unreached.
to...
Do you think this whole line is green? It's weird to me.
Okay.
I wish there was a slight zoom that I could do.
Rather than full
Rather-
screen or immediately.
Right?
So we've got our first obvious branching path is straight down the line to that center point, sinking in the rain, where we either decided to make our adoptive daughter mute or not do that thing I said.
Decided.
And then over here on this left branch of the path,
There's another
we've
one
got
here.
another. But I don't. Could you pull up the Somnium so I know which one it is?
You can click on it.
This is when we dove on what's her face?
This is the factory, right?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
we dove on.
And we did all the things that made
Iris.
sense for the
Yep.
the bodies.
Yep.
We followed the instructions, and so that
Yes.
led us to a thing we can't know about yet. Do you want to go all the way back, or do you
Or-
want to go here?
The next Somnium, which is that ankle point up there at the top.
Is that also a branch?
It doesn't seem to be.
I just assumed that they didn't do it because it needed to bend because of space on their weird board. But I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that there's only the one way to solve it. Why don't we go back to her?
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Iris.
Case file.
Iris Sagan.
Carl's daughter. Location, mysterious room. Goals, uncover Iris's secret. Summary, a mysterious room. Videos, and a strange device. You might be able to find the truth.
That's us.
We do
We
try to
love
find,
the
the truth.
truth.
We always try. Okay. Proceed, yes. Sponsored by Avalanche Amber Ale from Breckenridge Brewery, because I'm still working through that 15-pack.
And shout outs to our other sponsor, Sweetwater Brewing Company, for their festive ale.
Whoa.
I don't have a
sweet.
sponsor. I'm gonna go get one.
Nice.
Yeah!
You drank your sponsor yesterday. Susan was sponsored by the
I wanna
Deep
see that.
Abyss. No, what is it?
Absence of light. From Four Hands.
Yeah.
Peanut butter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it doesn't
Delicious.
taste like peanut butter.
Imperial peanut
Auto.
butter chocolate milk stout that doesn't taste like peanut butter and is delicious.
How is this related
Is
to
yellow
Iris?
auto on?
Unknown. But
Iris, what are you hiding?
R2.
Somnium.
Okay.
Hold
So
R2. There
to
we
help
go.
you out, because this is going to come up when you're playing visual novels, which you're totally going to get into now that you've had such a delightful experience with either Somnium Files. Let's pause.
Delightful time with 999. Delightful time with half of Somnium.
Auto will progress the dialogue when they reach the end of their speaking point, so that you don't have to manually press X. Skip will skip.
Okay.
That's what you were looking for, I think.
Oh yes.
Do we remember which we did between look at the blood and watch the video? We probably watched the video knowing us, right?
Sounds like us. I see you. I see you,
I don't know what you're
Pokemon.
talking about. I have one of, I think the last one of one of my favorite sponsors, Ace Pumpkin Cider. It's delicious. If you haven't tried Ace Ciders and you're into cider, I heartily recommend it. Their pineapple cider is rad,
I'm a big pineapple fan.
right?
I really wanted to stop it, just I'm a big pineapple, but I couldn't.
Alex is
A
an
double
pineapple.
door.
I'm gonna say open it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want a 6th.
Can't. But
Damn.
have the 6th anyway.
Right? I'll take it.
It doesn't open. We don't have to worry about
Okay.
it.
And this is before we had the anti-timies.
I don't see. I thought we always had anti-timies.
I
Haven't
was
we always
also
had
cute
whammies?
in this form, but it's a different kind of cute.
Yeah. Now she looks like an electric shrimp.
Yeah.
Where's
Got
the blood?
crazy hair. Oh, that's right.
How do I blood?
Blood.
Is that something? Is that a corner with some weird lighting?
It does look like a corner and some weird lighting.
But doesn't it also look like a small plant?
Go to it.
We'll just restart the thing.
Yeah.
I'm the best. Can I pick it up?
What?
Nice!
I'm the best at video
Day
games.
3 Iris B acquired. Go back to the doors and tackle them.
Okay. Using all of our time.
A
A double door. Should I use our timing?
We get a
40.
40-second timing?
Yes.
Yeah, just tackle it. Because it's only a 10-second cost.
It's true.
Hiya! Hiya!
Stop that.
Told my
You're
brother
not
today that
helping.
I need a new pair of wireless earbuds for Christmas because I lost one of my wireless earbuds.
Well, that's nice. It checked off the TV because we've done that before.
So now the only thing you can do is go to the TV?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
A CRT TV.
Sorry about your headphones.
My hope is that now that I've told somebody that I need a new pair, I'll find the old pair.
We get
Or the
times
old,
2 either
left.
way.
Because I don't have a left.
I'm sorry.
Fixing it by
I did
hitting
kind
it
of a
is
dumb
an
thing,
old-fashioned
and,
approach.
When I was not using them,
Well, this is an old-fashioned
I
object.
put them in my pocket instead of putting them in the case. Because I was like, oh, I'll use them again in a few minutes. And then I didn't. So they were in my pocket, and I
Blood.
put my keys in my pocket and took my keys out of my pocket and put my phone in my pocket and took my phone out of my pocket, repeatedly.
And ruined everything.
And, yeah. I
Threw them
just-
onto the ground.
At some point, one of my
What was that
earbuds,
just now?
luckily the left one, which is the slave
A
one, so
child's
I can
drawing
still
of a
use
rat.
it with
Iris
just the
must
right
have
one.
drawn
It's
it.
just not as good.
It is not yet possible to determine that. Let's continue the investigation. There is much to interact
You love
with.
interactions,
Yay.
Jeff. Okay, so I imagine we're on the right
I
thing.
think
Now we
so,
have to
since
hit
we've never seen anything that was
this
cardboard
weird-
before.
Yeah.
Paper crafted. Hit the mouse.
I like this cardboard world. It's kind of neat, this cardboard world.
Should we hit the cardboard mouse with a gun? Okay, that one's...
It says blow it up.
Is it a Whiskers mouse or a Wires mouse?
Whiskers mouse. Susan's having a stroke. It's okay.
Isn't she?
I am not. I knew
The mouse
exactly
that we
what I
saw,
was
it's got
saying.
whiskers. It's not
wires.
Yeah,
I see.
It's not attached.
like a mouse.
Versus a mouse. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it a mouse or a mouse?
I thought you were talking about two different types of mice. But you're talking about a mouse versus a mouse.
Right.
Everything's fine now.
I'm the one having a stroke.
That looks good as wires crossed.
Or is Whiskers crossed?
Or is whiskers crossed depending on what type of mouse he is. I'm gonna mirror.
Yeah.
5 minutes left
A
on
full body mirror.
Okay.
Punch it.
It will necessarily use the times 2.
Punch it is the least thing.
That is the least expensive.
Look is probably what mirrors do typically, but they're not often made out of cardboard.
That's
True.
You
Punch
I'm
can't-
not gonna touch it.
I don't
I'm
know
not
if
gonna
you
talk
can
to it.
punch
I'm not
mirror
gonna
with
talk to it.
cardboard. That'd be an interesting
Are you
experiment.
sure I can break this
Mm.
mirror?
No, I'm not.
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm
Well-
not a pervert.
Punching a mirror isn't a perverse request. But you are
See?
a
Mostly.
pervert.
It won't break.
What was the point of that?
Okay.
Wait a sec. No, it's
Not
where
yet.
we're starting from.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna
A
just
full
look at it.
Okay.
Get our fourth.
I see my reflection.
Yeah, like you do.
What could this mean?
Your reflection should be the figure I'm thinking of. So, what is your true form?
Whatever you imagine. My appearance is nothing but a vessel.
So your spirit is your true form.
I love this game.
Cool. I'm gonna go touch the gun.
Make sure when you use the timing.
Yeah.
It appears that way.
Look down the barrel. Terrible. Remove. Okay.
Remove?
Seems reasonable,
Never look down the barrel of anything.
right? I'm not gonna use that 40. Let's use the fourth.
Okay. We're gonna get a third in a second, which is like a fourth.
Yeah.
She can't take it.
It is fixed with a vice and
I
cannot
think you
move.
should look down the barrel. Because it's the worst
Can
option.
you loosen it?
We've already punched the mirror.
Impossible.
Is there some kind of meaning to it?
Or maybe it's a red herring.
The revolver was just a
Do you want to get in the TV over there? Or whatever that is.
The
That's
medicine
the medicine
thing.
bottle. Shelf.
medicine shelf. I don't know.
It says
A
blow it up.
revolver.
Maybe you need to. Well, you can't.
Shoot it.
Is it aimed at it? Shoot it. Shoot
Yeah,
it.
never look down the barrel of anything. It's a bad idea. You'll shoot yourself in the face.
At best. Anyway, this is probably at worst.
I do not see any bullets inside.
Okay.
How can you know without looking down the barrel?
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Got him. I think you need to
As I thought, this will
go to
not
the
work.
medicine
Some
shelf.
helmet to get a bullet out of the medicine.
I was thinking mix up a potion or whatever.
To blow up.
I see many
If they have saltpeter and
Investigate the
backwater,
TV,
we can
investigate.
make gunpowder.
Investigate. Well.
That blew up.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah.
we did it. There was a frog on that TV.
Another child drawing of a frog.
Not to be confused with a frog.
The explosions appear to have stopped.
The explosions made the room change.
Good.
This is a dangerous dream, but we must continue.
I want to know what's on the table.
What that blue thing
Yeah.
is. Because it's blue.
Blew up a frog.
Poor frog. Damn. We did. Cool. Okay.
Tear and stab it. I'm imagining we're going to have to hurt
Reference
the
book?
TV, right? Because
Tear and
that's what
stab
we've
the
done so
TV?
far. So far we've hit a TV and then we blew up the TV with the frog on it. So the next thing will be some other child drawing from irises and we have to somehow destroy the TV.
3 minutes, Doctor.
Okay, do you want me to get your reference book?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It appears to be a butterfly reference book with pictures.
Nailed it.
Rip?
Good.
Wasn't Rip one of the things?
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And use that sixth or whatever, fourth. Alright, yeah. Beautiful.
Let's save it.
That will be difficult with it being this
No,
big.
you're swole.
You're good for it. There's an open window.
Not even on caution.
Nice. Ooh, now the TV is a
Cardboard
butterfly.
TV has static.
We did it.
Because it was a picture of a butterfly on the TV, and the reference book was about butterflies.
Nice.
And the Jeff,
No.
Butterfly.
this has totally made sense. Okay, so now there's a
The more
bird.
we do, the less.
But we have no choice but to
Tear and
investigate
stab it.
further.
Right.
Alright, so we have
Wait,
to stab the
is
bird.
it still tear and stab it?
Yep.
Okay. So we
Operating
tore
table?
the butterflies, so we have to stab the bird. I see.
Operating table?
Yeah, I'm betting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Operation.
An operating table.
Cardboard operating table. Oh, don't
Investigate.
sleep on the operating table. That seems like a poor choice.
The fabric on the surface is frayed.
Is it torn?
It appears to be in use despite its age.
They did surgery here?
Surgery or worse.
Unsurgery. Don't think we need the gun near the TV's
Gas
over there.
canister, maybe?
I guess. Think they'll knock over the thing?
A common gas canister.
Open the valve? Or,
Yeah.
damn.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed.
I think so.
That's my question.
I'm gonna kick it.
A
I don't think
common
it's
gas.
actually cardboard.
I'm
Here, use
gonna kick it.
20.
Since it's
Yeah.
good here, as opposed to usually. Yeah. I was hoping she'd kick it into the thing.
Yeah.
Because we have to.
you
I'm
okay?
assuming we still have to knock over the
It
thing.
hurts.
Without,
Don't give up.
Shelves.
I believe in you.
like we did in the
I
other time.
believe that you are more of a sadist than
Do
we
what?
let on.
I'm assuming we have to knock over the shells like we did in the other
Okay.
timeline, but I don't know.
So that leaves.
There's a locker,
Let's go to the
which is
locker.
red.
I like that it's red.
White remains. What does white remains mean? Does that mean we can't go to the locker because it's red and the other things are white?
Maybe? I would investigate the locker just to know if you can't interact with it.
Just a locker.
Listen. Okay. Gotta get those 5 seconds back.
I saw light reflected for a moment. It is some type of metal. I cannot determine more.
Self-destruct is
Self-destruct?
Yep, you heard me.
That's pretty bad.
A retro TV.
I don't know any.
Self-destruct.
Oh,
No, really, yeah.
what?
Yeah, self-destruct.
Self-destruct. The move that she's talking about.
The move.
Self-destruct.
This whole time I thought you were talking about a
Drawn
Pokemon
by a
called
child.
Self-Destruct.
Oh no, that'd be
Selfish
silly.
rock.
Yeah.
No, that'd be
Did
silly.
Iris make this?
Self-destruct is the worst move.
It's pretty bad.
Ever.
Explosion at least has
Okay.
like more than double the base power.
Not this.
From our perspective, what remains?
White.
Thanks. Sleep on the operating table.
I don't want to sleep on the operating table.
You'll wake up without kidneys.
Wake up stabbed. Okay.
It's an
It's
operating
an
table.
operating table.
20.
Yep, that seems like a good number.
How does it feel?
Terrible.
Awful. Am I going to be killed? Modified? I'm restless. I can't take the suspense.
Do you think they'll modify you into a grasshopper or a spider?
That's not what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay. Where do you want to restart from, and what do you think we're supposed to do? I guess we should. This one's a bust, so we might as well
Yeah,
see if we can
use
find
up
out
more of the
something
time.
else.
What have you've looked in the mirror, you've hit the mirror. What was the third option?
I don't remember. Let's go see.
A full
Talk to the mirror.
Talking.
Sure.
Sixth.
Iba, what are you doing in a place like this? I'm taking care of Date. He... Oh, I understand. He can't do anything without you, can he? Yeah.
Cut it out!
I like that. So now you've got 10 seconds or something. We haven't smelled the gas canister.
No.
We've
haven't.
done everything
But
with
it's
the mirror.
closed, so you shouldn't. We can exhaust this one. Let's do it.
A common gas...
Okay.
Fifth.
We've still got 9 seconds to almost do something.
The smell tingles, like sweet and sour. A ketone. Perhaps acetone?
Acetone, acet, some relation to
Unlikely.
Iris?
I cannot determine that with the evidence we have. More than likely, it is coincidence.
Funny.
Time's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
First checked.
Just a locker.
Open. You'll still have 4 seconds.
1.
Yep.
That was close.
Good shit, Jeff.
This were the Delta Princess.
Why was it booby-trapped?
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me to examine the map?
Good
Okay, so
idea.
we open it,
Okay.
get the metal. Okay. And then we've got 1 second. Okay.
No!
Date,
Damn! What the?
We got most of that, sensically.
No. No.
We got up until we got stuck. It was totally fine. You're scowling.
I am. It's true. It's accurate.
I believe in you, Jeff. Alright.
We'll just randomly
Taking it
mush
from the
things against each other until we get through them. So.
Yeah, but we were righter this time than we were in the last one.
Then the last one, yes. Not than the last time we did this
what
one.
is the
Correct.
It looks depressing.
unknown?
Okay, open.
Punch that TV right in its cool face.
That's right. We gotta get it to the paper channel.
Get it.
A CRT
Captured rate
hit.
tube TV.
Fixing it by hitting it is an old...
Well,
Mouse. Meanwhile, in Cardboard Town. It's the mouse. Okay.
Now I've got a ×2, which is fine. Go ahead to the
Medicine shelf.
medicine shelf, which is red.
That's true.
I see many objects.
Investigate
the
bottle.
bottle. Which will take
For a
70
minute.
seconds. Because we've got a tiny, terrible timer.
Anti-timey.
Other
No. So then from here we have to rip up the reference book.
Okay.
This all makes perfect sense. Blew up a frog.
Yeah.
It appears to be a.
Okay.
Go ahead and use that
Yeah.
6.
That will.
That'll be difficult.
The butterfly effect.
I suppose that is somewhat accurate.
Okay.
The more you do,
Yeah. So now the locker is red, right?
Right. So we need to open it.
Just a locker.
Open. Feel free to use that 6.
Yeah, we get a 6.
Yeah.
That was close. If this were the Delta Princess, I would have been stabbed.
Delta Princess. If this were Zelda?
4
That
minutes.
could be funny.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Triforce?
The knife that flew out of the locker.
Do you think the changeover...
Do you think that... Do you open a lot of closets and get stabbed by knives that fly?
Not in Zelda.
Seppuku, throw, or push in? Push in?
Push in... Yeah.
Unless we're... I don't know where she's
It'll give
gonna
us an
throw
8.
it.
So... I would assume that
And then
it's
we'll-
either throw
Or push in.
Ow.
It cannot be pushed in
Okay.
any.
We'll then
Okay.
throw it.
The knife that flew out of the locker. Like this?
Nailed it.
Perfect.
What? I only threw it lightly. An oil drum, television, and torso.
Cat.
Does it get...
Keep it in mind.
I think I understand. I'm starting to see the picture.
I do not
With
yet.
Kaiba.
We know what's on the same... what's going on. Tore the butterfly and stabbed the bird.
Yeah, we did.
Blew up the frog.
Don't...
Yeah, Jeff!
No.
Okay, so now we need
What's
to
red?
shoot and kill.
Nothing.
Nothing
okay,
is
so we
red.
grab
I
the gun.
assume it's the gun.
But it's not loaded, which we know.
Okay, so do you think that you'll get...
A bullet from the oil drum?
or the
Or
torso?
Let's check on the torso. It's on the other side of forever. They're both.
I know all these words make sense in context, but listening to you talk about them is very weird.
That's fair.
Yeah, that sounds right.
A naked.
Choke, talk, punch. Ooh,
Didn't
can
we-
I bail?
Didn't we choke the torso before?
Yeah, but I think we were supposed to because we were trying to inflict the same
Yeah.
things that happened on the bodies.
So do you think that now it's a red herring and we should do the oil drum?
Yes. I don't want a torso anymore.
Yeah, Jeff.
That's not the oil
That's
drum
not
I want. Good thing I turned around. Okay. Hello, oil drum.
An oil
Oil
drum.
drum. Take the lid off and look inside.
Just don't kick it.
Come on, look inside.
Does that mean it's a penis?
Yep.
It's a bag of penises. It's an oil drum full of penises, is what I've learned from this.
Ugh.
Did we do it?
No.
We got the beat, though.
What does this mean?
There's blood now. Bullets!
Bullets.
We did it.
You had the right idea.
It might be
This all
used for
made
something.
sense.
No, it was the
Yeah.
last thing that was left. What's a container?
We interacted with the torso.
Do I pick up the bullets?
Well, I think you've got them.
Okay. Is it just a weird smear then?
Yeah.
Okay.
evolve.
No,
Is it
you'll
real?
both
It
reach
appears
for.
that way.
Shoot.
Reach for the sky.
Timey.
Yeah.
Can we use the bullets we found
Yes.
earlier?
Hopefully.
They don't fit. We need to put them in a torso first.
This may
Oh,
work.
okay.
I'll try
I have to
shooting
grind them down with a door.
Does the gun look like that because it's like weird and supernatural, or does the gun look like that because they can't shoot guns?
Gun looks like a gun.
The first one. The first time we came through here when we weren't in the paper house, it was a regular gun.
Oh,
Wow, that's
Sad.
horrible.
it was horrible.
Do you think Assassin killed her cat?
I
Do
hope
you think she
No.
killed her cat?
I hope not. Do you think she feels responsible for her cat's death?
I mean, I hope none of those things, but that seems the least bad.
This seems bad.
Is that Iris? No. Why would I think that was Iris?
What's his face?
The senator or whatever?
With the missing eye in the other timeline.
No. Isn't Choco the daughter's mother?
Shot the cat. I don't know. Somnium.
Get absolutely somnium.
Somnidon.
You know, like Somnidon?
No, I don't. Re-high.
Okay, so now instead...
Check the thing.
What happened during that Somnium?
No.
Oh.
We saw the whole thing on the monitor.
I trust
We're
Boss
just as
implicitly.
confused as you are.
Well, upon further reflection, it is not so strange. Dreams are developed outside of our conscious will. When you sink into somnium, there is no guarantee of what you will discover.
It makes
What about
sense
the
that it
figure?
didn't make any sense. When you really think about it.
She's right.
Thanks, Iba.
Could have been Iris herself.
That is
Why
a
did the
possibility.
senator have huge breasts?
I don't know, it's very busty.
He
The
does,
sinker
though,
sees
right?
the
He does seem
subject's
to, yeah.
dream from the third person.
Not in that
That
shot.
means that Iris... She must have met So Sejima somewhere.
So,
We did see Congressman Sejima in there.
We saw that shadow kiss him too.
yuck.
Did that happen in reality?
Nobody knows.
Not necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celebrities and porn stars,
No.
right?
The first part, yes, but the second part, no.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you know what I mean.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like
TV or
movies.
movies. Pardon me,
Even
I
if
thought
the
he was
figure
done.
was supposed to be
Imposter.
Iris, her smooch in somnium does
Smooch.
not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
Sure, I don't think she
You
kissed the
can't use the
senator.
word smooch.
Why?
Seems unlikely.
Why not?
She's a child.
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right, because So is a celebrity
Like a
of
porn
sorts.
star.
It's
Basically.
possible she just saw him on TV or online.
Silver fox, so dots. Dots all around.
We were silent for a time. While I was deep in my thoughts, I heard Pewter speak.
Date. Iris is about to wake
Oh,
up.
good.
I'm glad she's
Got
gonna
it.
wake up.
I gave my short reply and headed to the sink room next door. I could not believe my eyes.
Putting me to sleep when I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting
that is
it?
immoral.
You cops are more rough than I thought.
Yep.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't
Got
you?
him.
Now he's gaslighting her.
You forced
At
me to sign
gunpoint.
it.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Iris, I have some
Anyway.
things I want to ask you.
I have important things to talk to you about.
What?
Your breach of civil liberties. Sink machine. I want to talk to the sink machine.
The sink machine. The sink machine. The sink chair. The sinker's
chair.
chair. The person sitting here does the sinking.
Mm-hmm. Why aren't I tuned in? Hold on. I should be watching.
Thank you.
Innovation.
Gonna grab another beer. Do you need a thing?
Yes, please.
Do you need it?
May I have a winter
Oh,
warmer,
thank
if you would?
You want to kill it?
Oh.
You got a swig. I don't want to deny you a swig.
Thank you.
That spider.
Beer spider, beer spider. I wouldn't make you drink a spider, Alex. That's weird. I never got the thing. You're tuned into. Drink spider, drink spider.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Is there a separate thing? Iris. 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 Ooh, different sink chair. The subject's chair. The person sitting here is the subject of the sinking. How can you tell them apart? What if you sit on the wrong side? The one closest to us is the sink chair for the subject.
It's the sink chair,
Yes.
not the
Also-
sinky chair
Didn't it said sink chair?
or sinkid. Sunk.
Thank you. Yep, it's probably that. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. Normal,
Good.
I guess.
It's because no one
Why?
hurt you.
Did you do something that would make me sick?
I just took a peek inside your head. Is
He's
all.
being surprisingly forthcoming.
Inside my head?
M-E-A-D-Y, not M-E-A-T-Y.
No, M-E-A-T-Y.
Oh, well, of meat.
Of meat. Like unto meat. Or smoke?
There's a little smoke,
Yeah,
yeah.
smoke. Do you remember your dream earlier? Where you kissed So and it was gross
Dream?
when you smooched him?
What are you
Computer's gonna come
The
in and tell you.
subject of the sink does not experience somnium as you do.
What does she
Iris would
remember?
not know about it.
How are we going through her dreams if they're not the dreams she's having?
She is having them, but she doesn't remember them. Do
That's
you
not what
remember
she
all of your
said.
dreams and stuff?
Yeah, I
Clarity?
know his name and face. I've never met him.
Least of
You
all,
haven't?
kissed him.
Smooched.
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
About the Nile.
Iris, let me ask one thing.
Is Oda dead? He is.
The message Ota sent you on Nile.
No,
Thought. Wasn't he cut in half by the saw?
not yet, because
Oh, that's later. Okay. Don't worry.
I won't tell anyone about that.
tell me what
thing.
that thing is.
It's okay, Tessa. Stay calm. I'm here for you. Okay? I won't tell anyone about that thing. Not even if they torture me. Don't worry. I promise to protect you.
What is that thing?
Well, obviously, I'm not gonna tell you.
You're obviously
don't
too
know.
old to know about it, boomer.
Ota's the one who wrote that.
Got him.
Here, can you drink this roofie?
What?
You should ask
What?
him.
No. You signed a form.
Baba, Ota's phone is still broken, right? But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
Maybe we'll
The
run
same
into the
number?
cast of Steins.
Yes.
Call it.
Call him. Call him up right now. Answers unknown
Connect.
numbers.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you? Ota, I know you can hear
Inside
me.
a polar bear.
At home. I'm at home.
I believe
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes.
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law number
You don't
198.
have to follow any rules.
Persons may refuse to heed a summons or leave the supervision of the police at any time unless they are
I'll arrest
arrested
and
or
detain
detained.
you.
Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons
Joke's
of
on you,
interest.
Ota. She's not on speakerphone.
You haven't issued an arrest
I
warrant
will
for Tessa,
arrest the
right?
shit out of you.
So if you don't release her right now,
We've been violating the law all day.
That's my shtick.
That's the
Damn.
whole
what I
thing.
do.
have a deal.
It's our whole department's
You want my
basis.
testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm being held ransom.
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
So, what are you going to do?
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
We're going to the Waffle House.
We're going to
what I
Matsushita
said.
Diner.
Were you
No.
There's no way to
Ota?
know.
Because we didn't
Yeah,
have it on speakerphone.
telepathically. I have special powers.
Weird thing to-
Anyway,
Anyway.
let's go.
I feel like you're being hateful to me, but I can't prove it.
I have superpowers, idiot.
Whoa.
Haha, I pressed the button. Fuck you, false load screen.
Geek.
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to
That.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just
No, I
because
can
you're
do
the
whatever I want
police.
because I've got a gun.
Maybe not. But you better keep your promise.
And because I can invade your brain.
Yeah.
You
Why don't
signed
you have a
form.
nap?
Where's your mom?
I'd like to
She's in
speak
the
to the
living
man
room.
of the house.
I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
No, it's past your bedtime.
Did you come all the way here just
Yep.
to
Yes.
ask me that?
Got him.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara.
Sorry, I kept you waiting.
So let's hear it. What is that
Well-
thing?
That thing?
He's
Don't
gonna
play dumb.
tase you or some
You sent
shit.
that message to Iris.
Once a taser, always a taser.
Oh,
One who tases, not just the taser itself, because that's pretty well evident.
One use.
I don't know. Hawaiian Tony Stark turns
Date,
tasers into all kinds
will you
of
do
stuff.
me a favor?
Mostly just tasers. Just adds extra features.
I guess he turns other things into tasers.
Right.
If he asks you to let yourself
What?
be tased, tell him no.
There's a picture on the counter,
I
right?
don't like this
Yeah,
place.
and?
I want you to take
Nope.
a good
Nope.
look at it.
The photo.
Yes, the
You know what?
photo.
Anything away from me will do. So long as you turn your back, it's fine.
So suspicious.
And then I
Date.
did it.
Why are you so dumb?
Look at that sway.
Idiot.
What?
He hit us with a cast iron skillet.
He did, as though we wouldn't have seen the cast iron skillet behind him. Jump out, Iba!
No,
Save
stay in.
yourself!
You die.
Aw, Mondays. Am I right?
God damn it, that's the second time that someone has hit me or tased me.
Is it the second time this time around? No, it's the
It's
first
the
time.
first time.
Because
At
now
the
we're
same
gonna
time,
do Polar
yeah.
Bears, Polar Express. Except not all the people are
The
Tom
day
Hanks,
has
and
turned
most of them end up
It
dead.
is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5
Do you
hours.
know he was the kid too?
No, what's
That's why the kid looks
Is
so
that
weird.
actually it?
Yeah, he did all the motion cap for the kid, so he's like, and has like old man expressions because it's Tom Hanks in that
is old.
child's body.
Ota got
Yes.
me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
The cast iron.
Cast
wall.
iron walk.
Bastard.
Oh, bastard.
Why did he
So
do
he'd
that?
be knocked out.
No. But afterward, he ran off with Iris.
Look over
do you
there.
Okay.
At the
He
floor.
lost consciousness, but I was still watching.
Okay. Only because I trust you, Ota.
I recorded video of the incident.
This is how it looked. I put it on YouTube. It's got a lot of likes. You look an absolute fool.
Tessa, wait!
It's not even moving.
I'll get the car.
Okay.
Fine, I guess. He's probably not dead, don't worry.
You witch!
Maybe?
You stay away
You're
from my
not concerned
boy!
about.
There's a dead man on the floor. Your
Right.
son killed him.
Oh shit, don't kill Mayumi, I like her.
Tessa! What's wrong? Did
No?
something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Maybe she is a
Okay,
witch.
let's go.
Now Mayumi's her thrall.
Or paralyzed.
Or paralyzed.
Ota.
If you come after us, I'll kill him. If you come after us, I'll smooch a senator.
No!
No, it's too gross! No! He's so old! Ugh.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head.
Stupid eyeball!
Unless her ambulatory motors are tied to his being able to move his
Date,
eye.
the boss is calling.
No, I was moving on its own.
Oh, how am I gonna report
I
this
got
one?
hit with a cast iron walk.
I was real dumb.
Stay calm, but just now the killer. Well, just watch
got a
the
polar
video.
bear.
I sent the address to Ima.
It's pretty
It's
cool.
on YouTube.
She's 100%.
Was she breathing last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Having an eyeball ripped out of your eye is not gonna
Lethal.
kill you. Yeah.
I
Unfortunately.
mean, probably. You could
It depends on
conceivably
how,
bleed to
yeah.
death from something like that in and of itself.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iva, the source.
Identify. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Is that where it was last? Yes. Yes, it was.
Date,
I use
focus.
new assets.
We need to get to the site, now.
Well, I mean, they could have put it, like, at the
Put it in a
restaurant or
paper
something.
filter.
Yeah.
Man, it's really hard to package up these fish.
The Brown Fishing Factory. It's much different from the Okiura Fishing Factory.
It's the same layout and everything.
Dun, dun, dun,
The engine
dun,
raised a
dun,
high-pitched
dun,
scream,
dun, dun, dun.
but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed.
Yes, I am the polar bear here to kill a girl.
Whoa!
Susie, have you seen this part?
No.
I'm so excited for you. That sick bastard.
Sick bastard.
It's a polar bear.
Oh, that is a polar bear.
Yeah, we weren't
Pulling-
being
Flipping
hyperbolic.
the
Wouldn't
switch
joke about that.
For that saw.
It's an ice
Is this a
carbon.
trained polar bear?
No, it's a dude in a polar bear suit.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Why is that man wearing a polar bear suit?
Good
I wish I
question,
could tell
Susan.
you.
We're not allowed to know yet.
Tessa!
We have to go back and
Hold
do
on,
our homework.
I'll save you!
Hold on, I'll save you.
Ota.
Look change.
You think he just
I
leapt
do,
out?
Yeah. He's the polar bear, man.
I think there's two. I will fight you now, polar bear!
I'm gonna
Off
leave her tied
camera!
up on this table, but you stay away from her.
Well, he's got to do something.
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
Please let me make it in
This is
time.
why they don't have, like, screens for you to watch in your car.
That's right.
Yep.
Now without it being fully
Teslas.
automated.
Automata.
I feel like I'm supposed to do something.
Interior automata
Alligator.
doesn't work.
I drive a Chevrolet.
Fishing.
Oh, good. I'm translucent now.
We don't have a thing in the bottom, so we haven't lost a frame yet. Right?
Good, yeah. So far.
Oh, nice. He's not in the thing this time. Andy's still alive.
Good shit.
Hey, asshole.
You
We want to
okay?
know what happened.
I wish I wasn't translucent.
Date.
Where did they go?
Through the back
Just
door.
turn that way for just a second.
Just
Sure
hang on,
thing.
Ota.
Wait.
Help is on the way.
Fool me once, I'll hit you with a walk.
Fool me twice, I'll kill you.
I'll kill you with a walk.
They still got her eye.
Don't worry.
Yes.
Iris is alive. Backup is en route to this location.
Did they cut her hair?
Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
That is different hair, right?
I thought so. Unless it's like tucked up underneath her head.
That's the first thing I'm gonna do before I remove someone's eye and kill them, is
Let's
cut
give
their
her a
hair.
cute haircut.
Yeah. I think a pixie cut would really suit you.
Give me back my fucking eye.
No.
No, but I'm gonna cut your hair.
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear
Probably
costume.
Maybe they took it off and
Yep.
threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
Like a body.
Like a polar bear. About Okiura Fishery.
You should ask Iva about that.
Yes, I have already
Okay.
done some research.
Is owned by the
Fishery
Okiura
is
we
owned
know.
by the Okiura we know. Renju's father
But
created
he's
it.
unrelated to it largely.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short,
Basically, Renju
did
hates
not
fish and
inherit the
doesn't want
company
anything
from
to
his
do with
father,
them.
and it was instead
Ever.
given to other.
So,
it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
probably
Unknown.
not.
I want to hear from a representative. Oh shit.
They were taken to Central Hospital.
How are they doing?
Ota's surgery went well. He's in
Is he
treatment now.
stabbed in the gut?
We had to replace his
The hip?
innard with polar bears.
He's stable, nothing
Except he's
life-threatening.
full of polar bears. We had to
Iris,
replace her
though.
eye with a polar bear.
Is she still in surgery?
Were her
Yeah.
ears?
Iris's left eye was
It's just her new
forcibly
haircut.
removed.
Okay.
Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
Bad deal.
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's
I
hospital
brought you
stay.
2 more of the same outfit.
Oh, thank
Dante,
God. You got
last
my
night,
weird,
Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota.
Oh, man. Do you know what? Don't progress the plot. It's the slide.
Oh, like a viewfinder?
Yeah. But like where you put the little discs in them and you like turn them.
You just call them a disc viewer, I think.
You got that weird disc viewer for my belt, right?
Disc
Mom?
viewer codpiece, yeah.
Disc viewer copies.
Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah.
Maybe she knows where that walk
Let's
is
listen
from.
to Mayumi's story.
No walk of mine would be able to kill a man so easily. About so. Boobs.
Does he have breasts?
So, Sejima?
Yes.
He was in Iris'
Susan
Somnium
always
yesterday.
looks up immediately after the breasts are gone.
Yeah, I missed it.
Huh.
Right. But Iris says
Can't
she's
check
never
the
met him.
log for breasts.
Look, you just missed it, just the same.
Why not ask So about it?
Well, fine.
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
Warn me next time earlier.
I had
We
to
don't
have
know
the
when they're
thought.
gonna show his boobs.
Well,
Let's warn her when we think
It's
they're gonna
still
shoot his
ongoing,
breasts.
but they haven't found
Susan,
anything.
any minute now.
are you gonna show that same picture again?
Probably.
Date,
We're gonna
Iba,
make new
go to
assets
the
for
warehouse
his
again and
boobs.
investigate. You two might be able to
He's
find
wearing
some
like a
useful
blouse.
clues. They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family, too. Oh, speaking of. Hey, boss. Did you end up sending anyone to take care of
Ooh,
Mizuki
no.
yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking
Yes.
that? Yes, she's fine. I had one
That's
of our
what's his
neighbors
name?
take her.
It's Kagami.
She took her back
If
to
it's
your house.
Kagami,
so
he's
Mizuki
probably
should
got
still
her
be here.
hostage.
She took her back to your house?
So Mizuki's at home.
So it's probably not Kagami.
It's not Kagami.
Unless he identifies.
Well,
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you.
she's usually mad.
After leaving her alone with Mama, I
Mama's
Mama's
great.
cool.
She's a nice lady.
All right,
I'm just
boss.
gonna go
I'm going to
do the
investigate all
investigation
this.
now.
My
Got
arm's
it.
like this.
We're counting
So
on
I
you.
can threaten
investigate?
pumas.
Let's go, Iva.
Roger that.
No, that's, you need to get your jacket
Oh,
to
so I
make
need to
yourself
get your
look
whole
bigger.
coat.
Yeah.
But you can't. Not that I want to. It's still
You can
green.
keep talking to her. Boss is sitting on top of her desk like
normal. Map. Oh. Wow, we haven't been to the Sejima residence, have we?
No.
I don't remember their cool...
Dude, there's a ton of stuff to do. Look,
Good
assets.
God. I want to go to Central Hospital.
You want to go to Central Hospital before you want to check on Mizuki?
Yep. No daughter of mine.
Well, adoptive daughter, pseudo-adoptive daughter.
Pseudo-adopted. Yeah, dropped on
Your
our doorstep.
roommate?
Yeah, her roommate's kid.
No, your
My
roommate.
roommate, my current roommate. Monday.
Fucking Mondays, man.
Are
She
you
wasn't the
okay?
one who had her eye ripped out, so probably. Sorry.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery
Good.
was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
I'm finna.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Does your daughter smooch old men?
She...
I looked away. I got a text from Jen, and I was like, "There's no way.
There's no way it says that."
Iris lost her left eye.
Yep, that's it.
They haven't found it yet.
Yeah.
If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact,
She's
they
gonna
told
get
me they
Iba.
might be able to
Good news
restore it.
is if it's in the fishery, it's cold in there, so there's might be a chance to pop it back in.
But I'm thankful she's alive.
If it doesn't get all frostbitten.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
He's going through the police handbook on how to relate to humans. M-A-N-A-K-A. Manaka.
Hitomi,
Okay.
Yeah.
what were you doing around
Not
3 a.m.
Monica.
today?
Not
Totally
Monica,
different word.
Totally different, but Monica.
I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I'm just glad they didn't call her Manaka
I was sleeping
or
at
something.
home.
Yeah, that'd be
The
worse.
police came and picked me up around
Aw,
4
come on,
a.m.
Avalon.
That's when I heard about
Your Avalug is my
all
favorite
this.
Pokemon of yours.
He's real good. I love him.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily.
I
but
can't not suspect.
We can't rule it out.
Not suspect her.
I am so
Why?
thankful for Oda.
Because he fought that polar bear man?
No. Words don't even
He
do it
probably did
justice. Oda saved Iris, didn't he?
No, probably not.
I heard the police talking about it.
Well, but in our timeline, our first timeline,
If Oda didn't
he
go
died.
to the warehouse
Yeah,
that night,
horribly.
He died inside
Iris
a
would
polar
be
bear
dead.
costume, doing
Yeah.
what he loved, murdering people.
Well, just
pretending
taking
to
their eyes,
murder.
Yeah, there you go.
it's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
Congratulations. No.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
So, Sujima? The
Yeah, does your
politician?
daughter smooch him?
Does she find him smoochable?
Top
Yes.
5 smoochable
I
politicians.
believe they might know
Go.
If
each
your
other.
daughter is mentioned.
Okay, I want you to give me a list of your top 5 smoochable politicians, and then let me know how many of those overlap with the top 5 smoochable politicians of your daughter. And is it
Tonight.
just one? And is it Sosajima?
I don't think so.
Not very smooth.
Damn it.
About Oda. I hate Oda.
Look at this stupid
Oda
viewfinder.
was actually one of my students.
Susan. Look at his belt.
Oh, yeah, it's dumb.
I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong
He
sense
hit me
of
with a
justice.
walk.
We're just not going to talk about that. I see how it is. He's a hero.
Oh, yeah. Big damn hero.
Not that I'm
Walk
one to
hitting
say,
bastard.
but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing
not.
young
I
man.
wouldn't say that.
He risked his
He
own
put
life.
He
on a
smiled
polar bear
whenever he
outfit.
whacked us with the walk.
Well,
Walked us with the whack.
if you hit someone with a walk, like on purpose, you'd
His
probably
mother must
smile
have
too.
raised him
I
well.
would laugh at the clang noise and then I'd immediately feel bad. Oh no! Shit. Goodbye.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I'll just sit here
It's
with
fine.
my dead arm.
I should go.
Let's look at your stuff though.
Patient monitor.
Monitoring via signs.
A cupboard. Cupboard.
Cupboard.
Cupboard.
That's where bored cups go to live.
Peekaboo.
Pardon me?
Pardon me?
When
Sorry,
Iris was little,
what?
we used to play hide and
I
seek.
just thought about that.
Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
Did you see me see that curtain?
You're like investigating.
I choose to believe he's just standing stock still, panning around the room, waiting for Iba to tell him the secrets of the world.
It's a window, Date.
Oh, nice. Use your x-ray on it. I've got that. Nice. I can see my toilet from here. Where to next?
Date.
Date residence.
I want to talk to Mizuki. She's fun.
She's cool. I like her.
They have a lot of really strong characters in this game.
Some
None of them
are
suck.
likable.
Yeah. Ota is not likable, but
No.
he's strong. He hit us with a walk and then smiled weirdly. That's
Mizuki,
character.
could Did you take a break?
Oh, damn, look at her go.
Jesus. 25 kilos? It's 2.2 pounds per kilogram?
Mm-hmm.
So that's,
50 on either side?
yeah. Well, 50 and then some, but yeah.
54.
Plus the bar. The
Plus
bar's
the bar.
probably like 25.
55 on each side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She benches as
110.
much as, like, we do.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something.
No.
She has plural.
Pardon me, she's got
Mizuki
two.
is fucking ripped.
She's jacked, and she's got really bad form, which means she's even stronger.
She's like pulling it down.
Right? It's like
it's like an overhead press.
Right? She's fucking
Jesus.
yoked.
She's got bigger triceps than us.
It's true. They're just real taut and small. About Oda and Iris.
She's doing infinite sets.
She'll do this all day.
I do like that a lot of our conversations with her, she's silent, even if she's mute, or even if she isn't mute.
Good talk.
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went
She's
to
gonna
meet up with the
strangle
Yakuza
you.
gang.
It's true. Easily.
Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
She's jacked. Should have taken her. She's back up.
Very clearly can take care of herself.
I'm not afraid
That's
of any
fair.
Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating
I
in 3
believe it.
seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you.
Yeah, it's 25. I thought it said 29 for a second. Not that it would have
Oh,
made much
shit.
difference,
Right.
but...
This is why no one thinks you're
Whoa.
attractive.
I'm attractive.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
My girlfriend is a ninja. And she's just hiding in the shadows.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
Did we get all the same questions from before? Because if so, that's good.
Hello.
Where's the officer who
She's
dropped
dead.
you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check
Did you?
in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs too.
Great delivery.
I suppose you are what they call a
Yes.
tit
I would
man.
get off my balls. Like,
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night. Ota is amazing.
Well-
I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Don't.
I'm
It's
glad
terrible.
you didn't like him.
Iris and Ota
He
came
hit
out
me
of
with
it
a
okay.
wok. You can tell Mizuki.
That's
They
like
both
200
live.
pounds
Really?
of just weights.
Yeah.
Before the bar.
Shit
God.
is wild.
Well, it's like another 45 pounds from that bar.
Oh, we forgot about the
Okira
bar.
Fishery is a company Grandpa
Might be
made.
35 if it's a...
I was thinking
It
35.
looks-
It's kind
it
of
looks
a
like a
meaty
regular
bar.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now.
That's what
They
I
aren't
heard.
family.
What kind of person was your grandpa? Do you think he did it?
I never met him. He died before I was born.
Probably not.
But Daddy did tell me stories.
What
Bad
kind of
stories.
stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the
What was
ocean.
the name
On
of
the ocean?
boat?
Yup. And then Grandpa was raised by
Amazing.
dolphins.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and
Good.
culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okira
Great. I
Fishery.
hope that, like, if you go to Okira Fisheries website,
It's listed.
it's like about us.
Grandpappy Okura.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Above the contact
Yeah,
information.
yeah. If you'd like to rent us out for weddings or bar mitzvahs, let us know.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and
And the
sailors
dolphins.
respected him.
That can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking, maybe. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman.
Right? Look at her lift all that shit.
I believe her grandpa was an incredible man.
Capable of lifting dolphins.
Being dolphins. Goodbye.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
It
I have
was.
to continue
We
the
can learn about
investigation,
dolphins.
so-
Shut up,
Wait,
eyeball.
You're leaving me again?
Do you want to come with?
I'm coming with you.
Nice.
No,
Why?
I
You're
can't
too
involve
cool.
you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay,
That's
I'm
true.
strong. You know
Yes,
how
I
strong
watched
I am, right?
you lift that for an hour.
You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
She's a superhero.
It was 1 year ago. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
She was swole.
Hey, what
I
happened?
killed 4 10th graders.
I'm in 2nd grade.
Who did this to you?
For context.
Some kids at school, 5 or 6 of them, they said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me. And I got mad, and I told them to go away, and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Let's get down to business.
Mizuki, come on.
Yeah! Training montage.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
And I made her an even bigger badass than me.
I taught her everything I knew.
And then she kept lifting. She kept learning.
She never stopped.
She's stronger than dolphins now.
Why the shrine?
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
Seen a lot of anime.
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger.
Yeah, this is great. I love music.
Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
We get to live the
Whoa,
flashback?
what? Okay, I'm gonna look at the
Mokujin.
Training dummy. Oh, is there a different one in between? Or are the trees? Tree.
A tree.
Nice, good tree. Look at that rock. Fuck.
Look at that shrine. Shinto shrine. It looks rather solemn.
Okay, cool. Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Okay, I want the top one. Okay, what order do you want to do this to really sell it?
The first, obviously, has to be kill the heart.
Kill the heart. Okay, 1, kill the
Start
heart.
by killing the heart.
And then, like, dial back to mental preparation is important.
Okay.
We'll just circle around.
No.
Kill the heart.
Be quick to act, and then focus on your day-to-day existence or whatever.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Like, when you get into a fight,
No, your
aim
heart,
for the
Mizuki.
heart?
No, it's the opposite.
What?
You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a
She's
target.
gonna punch me clean
She's gonna
in
punch
half.
you with a
Yeah.
board.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
That's how Mizuki learned to kill people. Which one next?
Mental preparation. Dial it back.
Okay.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going
I'm not
to a
gonna
strip
lose.
club.
Not this time.
Not today.
Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Yeah. See? Actually, no.
Oh,
That's
correct.
stupid.
That was a test and you passed.
Be quick to act.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Their heart.
Don't get in
No.
a fight in the first
False.
place?
That is a respectable
Cool,
answer.
but no.
But no. The way to win any fight is this.
We're not
Hit them
respectable.
first, and hit them hard enough to finish
End
them.
them in one blow.
I kinda get it, but
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real
You can only
fight.
kill them with one strike.
yeah, okay, I get it, but seriously, Date, are you like
No.
acting or something?
Not Date. Master.
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a
Also
strong
being
body.
able to lift like 200 pounds of solid steel.
The wrong
helps.
way.
The wrong
And
way.
if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate
Do you think
your
they did that
enemy's
because
first
they've never like done a bench or known how to do a bench properly with proper form?
Probably a quicker animation than they're like,
Yeah.
oh man, it makes her look way stronger.
Yeah, okay.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean
Yes.
you can't fight?
Wait.
Obviously, I'm training you so you
Hark.
could do my fighting.
The blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
No.
Are you sure?
And how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Punched straight
Huh?
through.
Let's see. How about you I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
Please
Punch
let
him
me
right in
see
his
him
glass
fly.
jaw.
First, close your eyes
She's
and
gonna punch
concentrate.
you real hard, man.
That's
Like
gonna
this?
be great.
Exactly. Then, punch forward.
Oh,
Huh?
good.
How
That
is
was pretty
that?
good.
You don't have to be nice. I know I mean.
Don't punch anyone at school. They'll die.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never, ever strike your master.
Never hit
That
me.
is a
It'll hurt
must.
too much. Thank you.
Only punch bullies.
Also, my skull is weak. From years of getting hit in the head with a wok.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
I
Well
really
then?
like his aesthetic.
No, I can't take you with me.
Why
Trench
not?
coat and
Black
nitrile
and
gloves.
purple. Yeah.
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renji.
You see the purple
can't put
lining
you
on
in
the
danger.
inside of his collar? I wish I had purple lining on my collar.
That's not fair.
fair.
Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Maybe.
Really?
Yes.
Promise?
Dude, she's gonna come in and
promise.
like beat the shit
Let's
out
go,
of
Iva.
the big bad.
Where to?
Right? Alright, I have to go to the bathroom.
Alright, I'll harass Mizuki. Mizuki is sitting on the bench. Got our jackets. It's interesting the cursor isn't inverted, but the camera is.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
upsetting.
I don't know how Jeff's been doing it for this long.
But also, I don't love that the cursor like rotates.
Yeah.
That's weird and kind of upsetting.
Does it help if I spin the same way or the opposite direction?
I think more the opposite direction.
Okay. So it looks like it's staying in the same spot.
Looks more like it's staying in the same spot.
How's Pokemonsters?
It's good. I'm fighting Eternatus.
Is that a Pokemon?
Yeah.
That's
It's the big
Pokemon.
bad. What? It's got more base stat. It's got a higher base stat total than God.
Yeah.
The Arceus?
Yeah.
What's it look like? A tail.
Weird dragon.
Explosions.
I don't
It's
know.
killing the speakers.
I don't feel like I was really supposed to try and catch it, but in retrospect, maybe I was supposed to try and catch it.
Is it done? Is it uncatchable
Yeah,
now?
I killed it.
Oh, wow. Okay, well. When you win some, you lose some. Also, cookies.
I didn't really mean to, but
Fair.
that's cool that my toxicity is so strong that I accidentally killed God. But I don't think it's dead forever. Yeah, look at that. That's bananas.
Weird.
It came back stronger and weirder.
Good. Yes, it did. Monday. Hello.
Who might you
Remember I was
what?
here the other day?
It's me, Kaname Date. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you?
How can I help, detective?
I'll be back.
Packing? What are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
Do you think she's dissociating on her own, or do you think
Someone stole her memories?
do you think Asa did it? She's a witch.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Ota.
This is troubling.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris.
I'm gonna keep eating your cookies.
I saw the whole thing with my own
We
left
have so
eye.
many more cookies.
That's what they're there for.
Left eye?
You can have
Not
as many
both
cookies as
your
you want.
eyes?
Left eye Lopez?
Well,
Anyway, I don't know
Thank
what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
This is bad.
dreaming.
Yes, a very nostalgic dream. It was when my son had just started elementary school.
Okay.
I had Ota run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red.
It's kind of cute.
But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push.
That's funny.
That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. That's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Is that the photo we tried to look at before we got our head cracked?
I think so.
As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo to
This
me.
is a family photo from when Ota was still small.
I can't figure out his dad's face.
I wanted to look
He's got a Hitler mustache and his mouth is open and smiling, and he's got a forehead crease that runs just above his eyes.
Does he have eyes?
Yep.
Can you see them?
No.
Okay. He's got a weird swoop of hair that goes sideways across his head.
I assume that was like a visor to keep his hair that he doesn't have out of the food.
I maintain that I don't understand his face.
What the fuck is going on with your husband's face? Where's the man of the house?
Where does he have eyes?
Wait, didn't she say that he was alive?
husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me.
Do you think
on
he's dead?
Mother's
Do you think
Day.
that she's,
They knew how much I liked floral patterns.
I don't know.
So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Cool photo.
Do you think she's got dementia?
No.
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband.
He's dead.
His father.
Ah!
His name is Matsushita
Amazing.
Takaro.
No.
It is a hat.
Well, there's a hat.
He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What? What is going on here?
He looks like a mole.
I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Yes. L3.
Her brain is hot. Oh,
brain is cold.
Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue,
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
Dementia?
That manifests as your brain being blue, but okay.
Symptoms
It's only
vary
part of the brain.
considerably, but
Depends
Mayumi
on what the
appears to
cause
be
and effect
afflicted by
is.
memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
Having reduced blood
I
flow to
see.
your brain would certainly cause dementia-like symptoms.
Sure.
Among others.
So that's where those weird comments were coming from.
I wonder why the switch
Can
gets
she
all
run a
fuzzy
diner like that?
The noise?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
think it's
Matsushita
the
Diner
headphone.
has been closed for 8 years.
Did it the other day and Susan didn't have the headphones in, I don't think.
Oh, weird.
What?
Why the switch gets all fuzzy like that?
It's making
Yes.
noises. We can hear it.
Oh.
Not now.
Yeah, not now. But it sounds like it's being distorted.
Matsushita Diner is
Oh,
near
is
the
it the-
Kawasaki. It
is
is
it the
not
library?
technically within the restricted area.
Maybe.
Because I do get
However,
vibrations
after
whenever
the chemical
anything,
plant
like,
explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably.
We're probably at them.
Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally,
Does Mayumi not notice that the store's closed?
I do not think so.
This is just sad.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Well,
I thought it
is
was
that
like-
all? I have to start preparing for the
I
dinner
thought it was
shift.
suspicious
dealing with trauma.
or... Yeah.
Sad.
It's like blinking.
making the noise.
I hear it.
It's vibrating.
Date, it's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Hey.
Shit, y'all. I caught God.
Well, it's taller than God. Some abomination.
I caught Cthulhu.
There you go.
Arthur, no.
Cold storage, because the Sejima sounds interesting. I want to save it for last.
Fair. One god, please.
I didn't catch the shield dog, which I thought I would, but that's fine because he helped me. We're friends now.
Good.
Wait, you've got shield version, but you caught the sword dog?
No,
Two
I caught the
cars.
monster. Sword dog and shield dog came to help me.
These
Oh, okay.
cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
One van and one station wagon.
One van and one Woody.
Is that Kagami?
I don't know.
No.
Is that Kagami? No. No. You know who I mean.
Ooh. A van? Good.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
This is how Ota got here.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
By which he meant van.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gear shift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Have to make it look like I was here.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Did Apollo Bro steal it?
Last night, The owner of the vehicle reported it stolen.
The owner
It was
of
stolen
Polar
at 10:33 p.m. yesterday.
He's much bigger than all of your other Pokemon, being as he is God.
The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo,
He's not a
in the
higher
parking
level
lot of
than
Famisto,
all
a
of my
convenience
other
store
Pokemon.
along
He's
Koshu
only level
Highway.
60.
Yeah, but look at those stats, though.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Special attack 201, speed 179.
Absurd. Damn.
Ridiculous.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside
You know
the store.
what Shiinotic
The
speed
vehicle's
is?
engine was on.
44.
The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove
Both
off.
cars.
The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
I'm gonna play Jingle Toy with God.
Twitch.tv/polarbear.
Don't go there right now.
About 10
Please
minutes
stay with
later,
our stream.
Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
The station wagon stole Oda. What?
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone, the one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated. I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the
He'll
warehouse.
appreciate that.
God loves curry.
I wanted to play with him with the shaky feather toy, but he didn't seem interested.
Will he play fetch?
Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Hello.
No, unfortunately,
This has
I
got to
don't
be
belong.
Kagami, right?
A job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Is that where you go to make a family?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying,
Hell yeah.
right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
Kagami is up there with my favorite characters in
nothing
this
so
game.
far.
He's right. I really hope he's not the killer.
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Huh.
I think
yeah, thinking the same thing.
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming
So
back
good.
to me. It has something to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique name.
A psychotic break.
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like...
Yeah?
6 letters long.
You remember all that, but not my name? You still don't know.
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka.
Kodaka is the
right?
guy who wrote Danganronpa.
Not even
Not
close.
even close. What's your name?
Do you want me
No.
to just tell you?
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with ka, 3 syllables, 6.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kaniza?
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
What's your name? His name is Kaniza.
Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd.
What?
Keep going. That's my friend Kaniza.
Oh God.
The inspector is doing his duties as usual.
Good old Kaniza.
Kagami is my favorite.
That's fair. That's a really good bit. Kagami!
It's
Yeah,
Kagami!
engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm.
Sure.
Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them. Check this place point by point.
Nice, huh?
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
Looks like it wants to play with other Pokemon. Okay.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
This didn't make any sense.
I think we made the joke that they just wrote the password on the router, and then she said, I have found the password written on the router.
Right?
Yeah, and we were like, oh.
It means that she
Hacked
has a
the
camera to look
Yeah.
at the router to see the password, to use the password on the router.
Yep.
No.
No.
That machine is
The
used
ice
to
cutting
cut
machine?
ice.
Good call.
We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it.
You don't have
This has
a
always
wizard
been
that
the
lives in your
warehouse,
eye
so the
that tells
suspect-
you.
It said
what
ice
things-
cutting machine.
Yeah, I know. The wizard in your eye told you.
Fingerprints?
Nothing.
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
Clearly, the perp doesn't have fingerprints.
There you go. He's got claws.
Yeah, no fingers.
Yeah.
He was wearing
It
a
would have.
bear suit. Thanks, ball guy. So weird.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
The forklift is stopped. It looks like it hasn't been moved in years.
Oh,
Glad that was empty.
I don't know if anything like
Oh,
this has to
balls.
do with what happened this morning. A forklift.
I don't see anything special about it.
Have you looked at
The
blood?
blood.
Yeah.
Next to our good buddy Kaniza.
Oda's blood. That's where he was stabbed. Kodaka. It's funny. It's cute. They had a weird.
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
They had a weird interview between Uchikoshi and Kodaka, where they both were like, "My game is better than yours," and yeah.
And then they had a lift off.
No, I think Uchikoshi agreed. Not that they were right, just that Uchikoshi I think has a lower opinion of himself than yeah. There's a dark spot over there. Shadows on the left catch my eye. Those shadows. Yep, kind of. There you go. Use your night vision. A square
something there.
You should go pick it up.
And then we do it.
I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate.
Odoroki Man chocolate.
You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them from Mizuki. But eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory.
bittersweet
the Odoroki
chocolate.
Man chocolate.
Huh.
Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's
Let's make
investigate
it a
further.
clue.
Oh shit. Bless you.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here.
Let's go
Let's
before
go
we get
elsewhere.
cold.
Do you think
I
we're gearing
agree.
up to do another
I hope so. Interrogation.
Yeah.
I would like
Fucking
that.
love that.
That was great.
That's been the highlight so far.
It's fair
For me. I like the Somniums.
I don't.
I know.
The minigun minute, that was fun.
That was kind of fun.
Um,
QTE.
mm-hmm. For no reason in the middle of this game.
You want to play a
Hilarious.
QTE?
Sure. Thanks.
We were worried you fell asleep. You didn't.
Still
How
here.
did you get in?
Oh, you've got both your eyes.
Hopped over the fence. That's trespassing,
Yes.
you know.
Not if that.
I'm the
fence
police,
told me
though.
to.
I
My
know.
baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
Where's my baseball?
Talk to the bodyguard.
Do you know Iris Sagan? No.
No? It's this girl.
Has she ever smooched your boss?
I showed him the picture of Iris.
Cute.
What?
Nothing.
What's that?
She's legal, right?
Nothing.
Gross.
You just said cute, didn't
Out
you?
loud.
I did not. You did. Did not. Did. I said shoot. Why would you say shoot? Look, I said I don't know her, all right?
I like the bodyguard. he's up there.
He's good.
Congressman Sajima was at home all
Was
Friday
he?
and Saturday. How about from last night until this morning? He was in his bedroom resting. Can you prove that? My word should be enough. Iba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
Hello, bodyguard.
What's your boss's relationship to the
Smooch.
Kumara?
I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality.
Oh, you can still talk to him? The bodyguard is standing still and motionless.
Nice. Good bodyguard.
Look, Iba, a giant salamander.
Mr. Sajima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
There's a giant salamander?
Yes. Allegedly.
Oh, look at the island. The small island in the center of the pond. That's a big moss ball.
Well-manicured tree.
He must be into topiary.
Shrubs or bushes cut into decorative shapes. Sorry, had a Channel 9 flashback. Went to Zoom.
Going back to
circa-
Nom. Yeah. Shrubs or bushes cut into decorative shapes.
Topiary. Where were you at 3 a.m. this morning, you old bastard?
Here,
Getting smooched.
sleeping, of course.
Sleeping, of course.
What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been
All
reading
day.
a book.
Is it a good book?
I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing
book?
to do.
Talk to your mansion.
The Sajima, the residence.
Maybe it'll be more
That's where
cooperative.
they live.
I don't.
I
Who
don't.
is that?
She's an idol.
Cute.
This girl.
Shoot.
Do you recall seeing
Shoot.
her?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body
He's
temperature.
not lying.
Or
while
he's
hot.
good at it.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
Huh?
He's probably learned to control his body heat when he
I
lies.
told you
That's right.
yesterday.
He trained with that salamander.
And
My
the
relationship
dolphins.
with them is perfectly legitimate.
He's not cool enough to train
Hey,
with
Iva.
dolphins.
You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue.
But
that
I want to
later.
hear it now.
Are you finished here? I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that. Not...
Okay. I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the coin.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
What?
Check his body.
Look at him with night vision.
He's got a gun. He's got 2 guns and a knife. Is it this gun?
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
Excuse me, I'll be on my way.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking
Guns
about?
are illegal
Don't
in
act
Japan.
dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
The gun is
On his belly button.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah?
With my
How?
hands.
You need a warrant for that.
Damn it, warrants!
Grrr.
If only I didn't have to do actual
Are you
police
finished?
work.
Grrr.
If you are done here, I'd like to ask
You can ask all you'd like.
You'd like to, as much as you please.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything
Set
further
his
here.
shrubs or bushes cut into decorative shapes on fire.
It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is
One
why I
shrub
hate
starts to burn.
politicians.
That's right. It starts to spread across his whole garden. So
is feeding the koi in the pond.
But not the salamander. What a bastard.
There you go. Get strong that you can fight the salamander.
No. One day I will eat the koi. What?
What?
Before we reach HQ,
Yes!
let's summarize our investigation.
I love a summary.
Ah! About so.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sajima to the new Cyclops serial
Including,
killings.
but not limited to, her dream.
I agree. There has to be more to it.
That's
Or she
circumstantial
smooched him.
evidence at best. Her name is Shoko.
Kumakuras
We
had
did
connections
this
to both
thing.
victims.
What are you talking about? Wait, so
So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Might.
Ah, Susan! Damn it!
Oh, they didn't look at it.
Look at the thing!
Somnium?
No, they didn't show us the breast.
Just
this
barely.
time.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, we completely missed it.
Bitch.
I am more interested in the hired guns that
Sharp
So uses
thinking.
as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sajima hires substantial security.
Just a little bit tucked into his pants.
If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, the Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
About Mayumi. That's real sad, right?
Mayumi is
That's
suffering
sad.
from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume, but...
She might not remember.
Correct.
What we should do is traumatize her so that she remembers the polar bear.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company.
Still,
writing.
something's not right.
There is an important piece of
Okay.
news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse.
We made it the evidence.
Fingerprints were
Whose?
found on it.
Ours.
Whose?
We picked it up.
Mayumi Matsushida's.
She
What?
loves chocolate.
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshi.
What?
This was captured on security footage.
Yeah.
812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
So,
Allow me to summarize.
So,
one or both of them drove the... No.
Oda drove both cars.
Oda drove both cars?
His hands were on the steering wheel of both, wasn't he?
I thought that his hands were only on the stolen car. That was the only one that they confirmed. The
Thought
other
he was
one...
in the van as well.
The van is the Matsuhita van. I don't think we checked it for fingerprints.
We did. She was the passenger in that van, right?
She was the passenger in the stolen car.
She's the passenger in the van. How far back?
We can't. There's no way. Fuck. Yeah. They'll say it.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night, and that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Hello, it's your Hi, boss.
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the
I
boss.
love and trust
Connect
boss
me.
implicitly.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors
Can I visit?
allowed.
No.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he
Let's
can talk
ambush
now.
him.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
You got promoted?
Mm-hmm.
You blew by, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
And
Straight from, rat
petty
to
officer.
petty. Straight from petty to general.
I don't know how ranks work.
Walk hitter.
Brigadier General Fuhrer.
How are you feeling, Ota?
Yep.
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm gonna beat you to death
Still
with the
under
walk.
anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
All right.
I'm still under lots of anesthetic.
Ota, I'm sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to
Sure.
us for a minute?
I feel great.
I'd love to talk with you.
Boss got right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Ota seemed almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation, or maybe it was because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
I'll do it.
Examine his bed. A bed.
Hey, Date, I don't think I can sleep by myself tonight.
Okay.
Will you
No,
sleep
you're gonna
with
try
me?
and kill me again.
Why me?
Oh, then that old woman over there is fine.
Woman?
Old woman?
Boss is only like 35 or something.
Anime age. She has big
Above
boobs,
18.
so she must be old.
I'm kind of interested in Ota.
In me?
You protected the woman you love. That's not easy
Especially
to do.
from a polar bear. and a buzzsaw.
I wanted to meet the brave little hero.
Brave little
Hero?
monster.
Little? I'm...
You're
False.
24?
You're like 12 tops.
To me, you're still little.
Did she just shuffle her position?
Yeah, she's...
Okay.
She clicked back into place. I think we triggered it before.
I'll leave this to you, Date.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got you.
If I did, I would have told you
Fine,
already.
boss. You're more interesting than Ota. Sue me.
Were you watching the stream?
No. You didn't get
big
stabbed
polar
on
bear.
You
screen.
fought a literal polar bear?
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide
Tell
their
your
identity.
mom to wear that polar bear costume. And stab you with her kitchen knife.
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, her hair is
thanks to
way
you.
longer.
If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did. It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think that depends on preference.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power. When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him start shake. He saw how strong I was and got scared. No doubt.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
So he's
He's
hot.
full of shit.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, or you could ask him more specifically.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
hit me over the
remember
head
that
with
time we hit you
walk,
with a
didn't
fucking walk?
That's
Like
assaulting
a
an officer. I could arrest you and have you tried for treason.
Legally
Oh,
this time.
That was... I thought I needed to
You
protect
hit me
Tessa,
with a
so...
walk.
No.
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
No.
No. Did it hurt?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay. But you're not going to get a second
It's okay.
chance.
Kill you.
I am going to kill
Blam!
I won't do it again.
you. You can't go past here.
I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
That's the elephant.
Mhm.
About that thing.
That's...
Dots.
Sorry. I promise
Tell
that I wouldn't tell
me!
anyone.
Swear to me!
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is going to come crashing down.
That's right, if only I weren't such a skis.
But I can't tell you.
Why not? Calm down and think about it.
Don't tell me.
The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
We get to find out about that thing?
No.
Ask about the Odoroki man chocolate.
Tell me about the chocolate! Pull it out of my pocket.
Does this
Must be
jog your
smaller than it
memory?
looked.
It's...
Oh.
What? Do you know something about it?
I've never seen that chocolate in my life.
My mom doesn't eat chocolate.
Mom hates chocolate.
You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely.
What about that thing?
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
That's when I bought a phone.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after.
Was it a polar bear?
This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Meow.
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Not have one.
You don't have a
The
license?
driving is illegal, Tessa.
Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car.
Yes.
Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you.
Did you hear muffled screams from the trunk?
After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only
Well,
one
the
in
only
the
one
car?
in the front seat.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
was just her.
She's the only one driving the car.
That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a huge
Breaking
deal.
the law is a deal.
So I kept quiet.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
Suspiciously bad.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer. And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
To the
What
tune
is going
of
on here?
Ghostface Killer.
You mean after hitting you
Yes.
with the walk?
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around,
Okay, I see.
and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
The station wagon, right?
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I even realized what I
We
was
were
doing,
having some
I was behind the
confusion
steering
about
wheel.
how he drove 2 cars to the fish factory.
I didn't mean to steal
Oh,
it.
I still
yes.
am.
That's what you see.
Someone without hands drove the second one.
I
the
just
first
needed
one.
to
He
borrow
was
it.
wearing his
The time
bare
was
hands.
10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
Or Iris drove it.
No.
I took
'cause
the
her
car,
hands- her
then drove out onto
fingerprints
Koshu,
were on it,
but
Then
Maybe she was wearing gloves.
I couldn't find the
Iris
van
seems
anywhere.
like the type to wear fashionable driving gloves.
They're all in on it.
Occam's
I searched
razor.
for
A
what
bear
felt
drove
like
the car.
hours.
A bear full of zebras.
That very polar bear.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought after I hit,
You shouldn't have worried
You
about
should
that.
always worry about that.
but that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops,
They
they'd
probably
arrest
would.
me.
I'd arrest you.
I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Why is that so important?
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest.
After running into the warehouse.
Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yes, it was on camera.
Yeah, but everything after that was
Oh,
off
I
screen.
mean,
What
yeah.
happened?
I
Just
fought a
how I
bear.
planned it.
I honestly don't remember much.
My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear,
It wasn't
and I
until
think
later
I was
when
fighting him for a
washing the
while.
blood off my hands, I even knew they were dead.
Yeah,
We got
come
tangled
on.
up. And then, before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
He only had his bear to blame.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit.
If you'd have been bear, if you'd have seen bear, you
I
would
bet
have been.
you would have done the same.
Roar /
Chomp.
Cicero.
Bear
Fish
shits.
lips. Bear shits, yeah. There you go.
Good
No, I
stuff,
didn't.
guys.
Voice, body type.
Completely
Nothing.
voiceless. He was a
Sorry.
misshapen berry mass.
It was as though an oddly lumpy man was wearing a bear suit
Voiceless.
silently.
Anything you can
No,
remember?
I already told you everything I know about the bear.
I'm sorry.
I know
told you
about the bear.
everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes,
Was it
probably.
your mom?
Is the bear your mom?
Look.
Oh, come on.
He's the son.
After all this, what is he
His
trying
mom.
to hide?
His mom's the bear.
In this
Date,
instance, right?
Ota is acting strange.
I think both.
I advise caution.
What do you mean?
He's
I think he'll
unpredictable.
attack.
He'll hit you with a walk again.
He's got a gun. He's gonna stab himself.
Oh.
Fuck off!
He's holding a knife.
Why
Right?
does he have that?
What does he have?
He's
He's
got
got
a
a
knife.
knife.
You know what you have to do now.
That's
I
not a
know.
knife.
Shoot him. Quick time event.
He's in the hospital. Who let him have a knife? Where
Right?
did he get a knife?
Got your knife, idiot.
No, you've got a knife,
What
you
the hell do you
dick.
think you're doing?
Shut up!
Just let me go!
Release me from my body!
I was having the same thought.
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question.
We're gonna dive
to
into
go into his
Oda.
brain.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Jesus, boss, you're the worst.
Boss, that's kind of unethical.
inside his
He hasn't even signed it. He signed different forms. We could forge his signature.
Come on.
He's got patient intake forms, doesn't he?
It's not
Get
like
in his brain.
It's not
Get
like
in.
it's admissible in court anyway.
That's true.
You
All
don't
of
need
it's
a warrant.
fake. Oh yeah, we went into his dreams. Who would believe you, Oda? A polar bear?
Date, as you know, my
Only
time limit is
6
6 minutes.
All I need is 5
Won't be a
minutes.
problem. But are you sure
No,
this is
it's
okay?
not.
Positive it isn't.
Ota just came out
Right.
of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
Liar.
But
Well, I mean, she's maybe a killer, so
Just get it done.
I don't believe
Just
that
get it
for
done.
a second.
She's 2 killers.
I'd believe that before I believed that Boss was to blame.
She's a zebra and a killer. They're all killers. Date's in on it. The only good one is Mizuki. And she killed all the kids for school.
muscle, yeah. I can't wait to see how fucked his brain is. I really hope it's just Iris.
I hope it's just a sheet. It's just it just looks like the kitchen, or it looks like the oh well.
This is horrifying.
Well,
Can you please take me with you?
what's happening?
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need
What's
anything
happening?
else.
sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Is this a cold
But
storage
big?
warehouse?
Seems to be.
She's
Not a manga cafe? Or a otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's
It's
taste.
bad.
I see. Either
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
hey, that's
Oh
The polar
god.
bear.
Oh, okay. It does have a head.
You don't think they'll change the rules of this?
Iris is
Yeah,
about
we're
to be.
against the clock and the bear.
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil!
He's a superhero.
Song is a riff on something.
Hold on, Tessa! I will save you!
Kamen Rider? Who
It's
are
gotta
you?
be Kamen Rider.
Yeah!
Amazing.
Nailed it.
Yeah!
I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream
Are
we
we
saw
seeing
earlier?
like Ota's memory?
This is Oto's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Next time you won't have to lie.
Let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Open. One. Mental.
Seek a way out. There's just one lock?
Two.
There we go.
Three. The bear.
I love the bear.
In the box.
I don't like it.
4. Oda.
The
Oda
bear
sucks.
is a great character.
It's the job. Reproduce the fiery battle between Ota and the polar bear. Save Iris. Save the world.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! If I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
So we have to melt the ice?
Damn it!
Sure. Or, you know, anything. Throw a knife at it, shoot it with a gun, talk to it.
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
Exploded.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Alright.
Charge forward, secure
Ice
the
cutting
something.
machine. Heat insulation door. Icy floor. Icy head.
Okay, so none of these are red.
Check this door.
Smart.
The door.
Open?
It's so long.
That's true.
They're all so long.
Do you want to do a different one and get a tiny?
Yeah. So we go talk to the icy floor. Oh, I can
The center of the icy floor.
The ice on the floor is slick.
Slide, jump, punch, slide down. They all suck. They're all 30 seconds except for jump. Jump seems bad.
Yeah.
Let's
Start with-
slide.
Okay.
Slide!
Leave it to me.
Yuri Katsuki?
Eros!
Jeff, I'm
Good exhibition.
very
That's
impressed.
It would have been perfect if I had a tight black bodysuit.
Maybe you can do a Javier Fernandez routine next.
I am thrilled that they are paying homage to professional figure skaters.
I don't know. Got him. Suck it, bear.
Except it's probably his mom.
Right. He put her there. Ooh,
Okay,
we
so
got
now
a
you
split.
get you get a fork here.
Means there's a choice embedded somewhere in the dream logic.
Let's do the one that makes the most sense to reveal that his mom is the polar bear.
Only these people see.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks! But this is war after all!
Yeah.
Tessa! May the glory of victory be yours!
Ota's memory isn't great.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Okay.
Bunch of shit here. There's a bunch of plates. Oil drum, forklift, frozen forklift.
Ice
Ice cutting machine.
Iris.
Iris seems full of money.
Iris!
Iris!
Iris is on the platform.
Ears! Throw ice at her.
Please do ears.
I'm gonna do ears.
Thank you.
Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All
Yes,
right.
her catchphrase.
Ears.
Head said, head, A said!
Oh, there's a shiny
No,
thing
not
over there.
you.
By that one plate. Remember that.
This will probably not help wake Iris.
Most importantly, we've got the. Oh, okay, so
We got the
shining
the
light
shiny
was scored
thing.
into the green shelf. Shining light, escort him to the red shelf.
You see it though, right?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Breathe on, but make it take 1 second.
I'll melt this part of it. We did it.
B.
B is for secrets.
I'd be happier about D.
I'm sure.
He either likes big breasts or little breasts. It's unclear now.
No space in between.
One boob. One log of a boob. Where to, Alex?
The ice cutting machine.
Cut Iris. I hear you, Alex. I'll do it.
A machine used for cutting
Cutting
ice.
Iris.
No, no.
Leave. Just leave this.
I'm sorry, I
Where to?
suggested that. Okay, so it says that our two options are to lead him to the green or the red, but I don't know what the green and the red refer to. Green shelf or red shelf? That's a green shelf.
There's a red shelf.
Okay. Since we started over here on the one... Oh, I see. Can we kill the other two plates somehow?
Sure. Run! I like being inside this as well.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
We know that breathing on it kills it. You could use 30 seconds instead of the 200. Yeah. And that'll give you a 1/6. I just want to know what the letters are.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening?
Oh,
that's bright.
He seems good, apparently. Hey, pardon me. It's
A for Aset.
Hello, Panda.
So we've lured him now to the green shelf.
I guess. He's got Mayumi's knife.
We're out of options!
A is the only options.
Tessa! If this was another, I would have died already.
Another?
Next time, he will get me. It's just destiny.
There's a... that... I don't know. There's...
Shown the letter A on the shelf.
We did it. The, that code game for the DS was another code. I don't know. It's
No!
definitely another.
I will fight.
Only capital one other.
Well, he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back, look cool.
Kill him with the forklift. Kill him.
Okay, counterattack ignited. Move the wooden box. You probably need the forklift. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hello, fork.
A forklift.
Sortie. Push, pray. Nope. Sorry.
Definitely is time.
What? Sortie?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a
What is
cool
the use
intellectual
of this
has been
Pokemon
destroyed.
being faster than Dad if there are still other Pokemon that are faster than it?
What's the level difference?
He's
Like less than 5 levels.
Gigantamax.
All systems green. Synchronous. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie.
Wow.
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
You did this.
Oh.
You're responsible. Probably do this.
I can't stand.
It's
I'm
true.
weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Brave hero, disarm the foe. The foe
Cut him
has...
with the ice.
With the other forklift, or the ice cutting machine?
Should we go to Ota first, or should we...
Or the door.
You think it's the door?
I don't know.
The door's not around anymore.
Do you want to go...
Door left.
Do you want to see what Oda has to say?
Sure.
Just
Look at that
can't
fucking thing.
jump.
Right?
Ota is still down.
Ooh. Motivate, encourage, cheer, calm. Can we use one of these?
Oh, sure. But we don't know how much
Ooh,
time it will cost.
It changed. Encourage changed to a different color.
So did calm, actually.
It's true.
Do you think it's...
I don't know, man.
cheer?
Because it's big?
No, well, no. Because it's Oda's fucked up idea of... He doesn't need our help, he needs our support.
Sure. Motivate could be.
Ota will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice Tessa. Awaken the soul.
Buzz.
Jeff.
Just gonna throw a box to that bear.
I'm gonna officially declare this a puzzle.
Because we did what it told us to?
We followed all of the instructions, we did all
That's
the
not
things
a puzzle.
that made sense.
Gotcha.
That bear stabbed me.
It was coherent, we made the right choices.
We haven't done B-side of Bear, Alex. You know
We'll
that.
get there. I approve of that whole thing. And we lit the fighting spirit. I was right about cheer.
It's true.
Jeff, Swain, my hero. This didn't reveal that the bear was his mom.
No. You gotta stab her harder. Throw the thing at her head. Start down the other path.
Jikai.
Monday.
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude?
You slipped me a roofie?
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever.
It's the thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ota,
Check under the
I have
desk.
some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
What?
Was she there?
Why would she be?
Was she there?
She doesn't live
It happened at 3
warehouse.
a.m. Why would she be there at 3 a.m.?
She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
The chocolates.
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely.
bought it.
The evidence is
Chocolate.
The chocolate bar.
Oh god, where are we? The streaming equipment.
Oh, yeah.
The 2 cars.
Todoroki Man chocolate.
There it
the
is.
kitchen knives are
Show.
ace in the hole. Ace in the hole.
Harkonnen showed him.
The Hodoroki
Not
man
Hodoroki,
chocolate.
man.
the same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't
She
prove
bought
anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were
And
on the
she
package.
bought it.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene.
There was no killer in
So
this
were you.
instance.
Well,
Wait
not
a
for
minute.
lack of trying, yeah.
Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we
prove
fought.
it.
I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume.
It wasn't
and
shaped
no
like my
matter
mom
what
at all.
happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not!
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
I think you're hiding streaming equipment. I think you're hiding 2 cars. Or, no, the floral pattern kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Look at it. Let's check.
The polar bear dropped the weapon in Ota's Somnium.
Uh-huh.
It was the floral patterned kitchen knife. On the handle were the words, Mom, I love you always. Date. From this, we can conclude that the knife...
I know.
Take that!
Why do you have that?
The kitchen knife with a floral pattern.
Mom, I love you always, Ota.
Mom, I love you
Mayumi,
always.
I'll
It's
always
carved on the
love
handle.
you, Ota.
That could have been anyone's mom.
And dad.
Ota gave me that knife for
Gremlin
Mother's
face
Day
dad.
when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
Okay, what if, serious plot twist,
You were stabbed by
what
that
if
very
his
same knife.
dad is the polar bear?
His dad died of a myocardial infarction 5
Or
years ago.
Did they
Allegedly.
transplant his consciousness into a polar bear?
There we go. Occam's
How do you
razor.
know that? The criminal ran away with the
The
knife.
dish ran away with the spoon.
No one was supposed to see it.
I know
No one did see it, but thank you.
No, my mom didn't
I
do
saw
it.
it in your brain.
Then why
which
did you
isn't
not mention the
admissible.
kitchen
Thank
knife
you for
earlier?
telling me it was there.
Corroborating the
Because
fake evidence
I know how it looks.
Made up.
I thought Mom would get accused. And then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want
That's
to put her
fair.
through that. And? Mom never liked Tessa.
She absolutely would have
So
stabbed
maybe,
her.
just maybe, Mom hired someone to
Might
kill
be.
Tessa. And she gave them that
Why
kitchen knife.
would she give him the kitchen knife if she wanted to hire someone?
I don't know.
Right.
I thought of it that way.
She's got dementia. It's fine. It doesn't have to make sense.
Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it.
I don't believe you.
Please, you
I
have
don't.
to believe me. Mom isn't
I
a
believe
serial
that.
killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
why would she
agree.
take Iris's
Multiple
eye?
lives.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris.
Of the two
Because...
Because you drove both the cars, you dumb idiots.
Because of the floral
2
pattern
cars were parked
kitchen
in front
knife.
of the warehouse.
Can't drive and hold a knife. It's illegal.
It's true.
One was the van owned by the Matsushita
Yes.
family. Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were detected on the passenger seat. The other car was a station wagon. Yesterday at 10:33 p.m., Ota stole this station wagon. It was parked at the Famisto along Kosh. Ota explained his reasoning for
You
stealing
think
the
it's
car.
that Nodoroki man chocolate because she bought
He
that at the
claims that while he
A12
was
too?
inside the
Yeah,
Famisto,
that makes sense. I didn't see that it was
someone
two squares.
took off with the van, with Iris still inside. Ota decided to steal the station wagon parked nearby to give pursuit. Ota searched for the van in his stolen vehicle. Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota stole the station wagon. This puts the incident occurring at 10:32 p.m.
Oops. I know.
You were right.
Can I look at it? No. Fine.
The Matsushita's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famisto while Iris was in the
that.
car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have
She
taken the
manipulated the footage!
And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, we can't
Caught it just
completely
in
clear
time.
her.
Thank you.
What?
Oh, plenty fine.
You're good. I couldn't figure out how
You
to
said it
comport
yourself.
myself.
She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
Where she'll
What?
be dead.
Hey, wait a minute.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of
I wanna
suspicion.
find out that her
Really?
body's there.
Yes.
Sorry,
You
not
won't arrest her?
initially.
Your mother wouldn't
Can't
kill
arrest
anyone.
a dead person.
Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
Gotcha, Oda.
Book him.
Book him. Send him up to Sing Sing. To the Huskow. To the big jail in the sky. I hope she's alive.
I truly expect to be
Sorry for the
dead.
late night, Miss Matsushita. But I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
My son will be home soon.
I finally remembered about
Yes?
the warehouse. I did it. I did
I'm a
everything.
polar bear. Okay, look, the thing is, we know you're not.
But I am, and I'll tell you how. Zugai.
Hey,
Tuesday.
are we doing anything on Saturday night?
Yes, it's the
What is that?
Star Wars.
Star Wars comes out?
On Friday.
Who knew?
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down.
I think.
How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't
Double
think you're the killer.
interrogation.
You're giving us a false confession.
No, I totally did it.
And I'd do it again.
I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse.
Okay, but we
and-
know you didn't.
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball
Yeah,
out.
that too.
Yes.
Damn, I did all that? I mean,
Oh,
yes.
shit.
And the polar bear costume?
I
I bought through a mail order.
And you were the one wearing
Yeah,
Yes,
sure was.
That's right.
That was me.
It's all me.
it. Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her
Boss.
immediately.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
I hope that that's a relevant plot detail later.
She's an actress.
Yeah.
So is her twin sister.
My son is under that witch's
Fact.
spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him
Fact.
dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to
Like
save
killing
him.
her while wearing a polar bear costume.
What'd
in
you
a
want her eye
fishery.
for?
Because I just hated her so
Her left
much.
eye the most.
Killing her
I
wasn't
had to have
enough.
her left eye.
Well,
I guess I must have been.
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed it.
Totes my goats.
yes. I stabbed
She's
him
covering up.
with the knife I brought from home.
Ota.
For Oda? For
For
Iris?
her, for her husband who's not dead.
Trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it
Went
just
into his belly.
It ran into his belly 10 times.
Da-na-na-na-na.
because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online
Yes,
streaming?
several
I'm not
things.
stupid. I might be old.
Could you
No.
explain it to me?
The internet.
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't
We
explain
got all
it
that
in
streaming
words.
equipment together and then I hooked it up to the Wi-Fi.
It's more like
I like
muscle
that.
memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times. That's all.
From the butcher.
I picked them out
Ooh,
of the
see,
garbage.
we know that's a lie.
Which garbage?
I've seen everyone's garbage.
remember.
I searched it with my X-ray vision.
It was bought at the
It's true. I planned the whole
garbage.
thing.
Garbage.
Brought to the Garbador.
Are you also the Cyclops
What do you know
killer?
about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new
That's
Cyclops.
me.
In his eye.
I know.
I know, because that's my name.
They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju
But they aren't
Okura.
me.
That's right.
There
I
are
didn't
two of
do
us.
that.
Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris.
He's just done up on the hook. It was
This leads us to
fish.
believe that the
Just
crimes
killed
were all
us.
committed by the same
It's
person.
on sight. It's fine. It's killed on sight.
So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new
Well,
Cyclops
if they took
killer.
his eye, it was obviously done out of
And you're
sight.
telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko
Yes.
and Renju?
Yes?
Yes, I
And I
killed
stabbed
them.
my son.
Do explain. What
On
was your
purpose.
motive?
Isn't Renju Okura the president of that awful company? where the
Don't
witch
you
was?
know?
Did you kill him
Just as
before knowing?
responsible, using her to steal time and money from both. I'm sure he was
Ooh.
debaucherous
And
degenerate.
degenerate, you say.
That man, is the root of all evil.
And you've killed him.
That's why I killed
Took
him.
his eyeball.
What about Shoko, though?
How'd you kill him on the...
Renju's ex-wife,
Right?
She must have been just as guilty.
I did it to get to him.
Uh-huh.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
Damn.
You are really starting to
Keep
anger
bothering
me.
her.
Until she breaks under the pressure.
She'll kill you too.
When and how? Must have been...
It was
I
Monday.
don't remember.
I remember.
I hate Mondays.
What do you mean you don't
Me
remember?
too.
I was
Do
in
you
a
really
fugue
think
state.
that lie is gonna work?
Mondays, am I
I have
right?
a memory
That's true,
disorder.
she does.
I don't always remember everything. It's
That's
not my
true.
fault.
But you remember the cold
Yes,
storage
I
warehouse.
do remember that.
Times I remember, and times I don't. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There
That's
are
just mean,
circumstances that
right?
might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored
But
properly.
obviously she's lying,
This
Iva.
is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Why are you lying?
Okay.
You're lying, I
Look.
can tell.
I am not.
What's your shirt say?
lying.
Hipster.
You do know
Like
that
two
perjury is
Ps.
a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon's
I
wits in
believe
half.
Yeah.
Date, there's no point in letting
Knock
this go
her out
on.
and let's
She's
get in her
clearly
brain.
lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer.
Okay, look, no
I
one
am.
believes you.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence.
Oh, sweetie.
The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say.
Who's
Yes.
that polar bear?
Date.
Get in her brain.
Oh, God.
Get all up in the...
Oh, get in her dementia brain. That's
Yeah.
gonna be weird.
Doubling
That's
down.
sad.
Yeah, right? There's gonna be holes.
Swiss cheese.
I didn't sign up for this.
No.
Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
She's
Sad.
dead.
the sync machine isn't operating to
It
capacity.
needs 2 people in it.
Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine
I turned
pretty
up
hard.
the knob to like 11, and it goes to 10.
And now, it's not responding.
It keeps making this weird whirring and clicking noise.
How long will it take to fix?
She's not going to be unconscious for that long. We'll have to knock her out
16
again.
hours, at least.
Keeps knocking her out until the machine's
You've
fixed.
got 8.
It's not how that works.
It's gonna take 16.
That's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is
true.
going nowhere.
It's the only
Date,
course of
I
action
suggest
we
go to
have.
Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
What?
Good
Real
idea.
police work? Fuck off, eyeball.
I'm closing my eye. Get out of here. I let Boston Pewter know.
I'm gonna be a real police officer
Computer,
and
we're
not
counting on you for those repairs.
invade this woman's brain.
Brain jacker.
Brain jack.
I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8.
That was 2
Please,
hours
you
ago.
have to
I
give
have
me
no
at least
concept
8.
of time.
That pewter, always so humble. He'll have
3.
it done in 6.
Stop!
Yeah, Cuter is just that kind of
It's
guy.
gonna
you
take
know?
16 hours.
Guys,
Hey, this is a hostile
Poor
work
Peter.
environment.
file a complaint with HR.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
We don't have one.
Who will you complain to, punk?
Sync with him. What? We'll see if you really want to unionize after that. What?
She is probably
Yes, but
protecting
whom?
someone.
But who?
But
I'm sure they would know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect
Her-
that badly.
husband.
Okay, you want us to say Oda, obviously. Somehow.
So.
No.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner
She
with
might be
Iris.
protecting him.
Mayumi
Like,
saw
the only
the whole
reason
thing.
she would be saying that she's the killer is
But
if he
Ota was
thought
stabbed in the stomach by the
he
culprit.
was.
Yeah.
Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible
Like he
for
cut his
everything.
own stomach?
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Just like he went too
Yes.
far the one time and died
Why
inside
would
the
he do
polar
that?
bear suit.
Cut himself in half.
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops
Flimsy.
killer?
Impossible.
Why?
I'm the Cyclops killer. Yesterday's Somnium put in the van stolen at Famisto. Iris had her eye taken out. What?
I personally don't think that he could take Iris's eye out. But
Oh, and you're thinking that the reason he couldn't have done it was that he couldn't have done it to her?
yes.
Okay.
The Somnium clearly isn't real evidence.
It is, right?
Do what?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it is.
Yeah.
Van stolen at Famisto. Let's try it.
The van?
No, right.
Iris had her left eye pulled out.
Someone
Ota
had to
would
move
never do
the
that.
van.
Have you considered that she pulled it out
Does
herself?
that make her the Cyclops killer?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
The van? Because someone drove the van who
The
wasn't.
van was
Iris,
stolen
right?
while Iris was in the passenger
Yes.
seat.
Yeah.
We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
Whoops.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics
She
only
could've
found
used her
Ota's
teeth.
fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained.
drove with her
It
elbows.
is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
It's this one. It's none of them.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was
Yeah.
just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened
Right.
in reality.
I don't understand.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all.
Iris is missing an eye.
Performance?
I wouldn't pull out my eye.
I wouldn't let
She
anybody
did.
else pull out my eye.
Iris
either.
drove the
Least of all,
Matsushida's
tell
van.
someone to.
Right?
Ota drove the station wagon.
No,
They went
Oda,
to
the only
warehouse
way you
separately.
can make it convincing is if you pull out my eye.
Then they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye
Gross.
and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this.
Okay.
Picture this.
In the stream,
bag of weight.
Ota and the polar bear were never on screen.
We
What?
We have been thinking
What?
about that since since November 9th. We've been having
Took
this
off the
thought.
costume.
For longer than a month, we've thought.
I will fight you
You
off
off-screen bastard!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire
happens
From the
off screen,
corner,
it
she was
doesn't happen.
eating her chocolate.
It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes. But this is
A
only
game that no.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and
Fair.
Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another
And
criminal
cut her
involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only
Thank
a
you.
theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial
Lacks
killer.
empathy.
Shoko and Renju were both exposed
Right.
and displayed.
Terrible.
And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive.
Or maybe they removed their own eyes.
They're all
Whoever our killer
accomplices,
is,
except the
it
ones
is
that are
clear
dead.
They are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
Max Hailstorm.
Max Hailstorm made it vibrate. Damn hail. Aw, hail.
Matsushita Diner.
11:15 a.m. Tuesday.
Let's investigate the diner.
Get hit in the head with a walk and then call it.
Yep.
Okay.
How are
Ota.
you here?
Why are
Mom's
you...
dead.
did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna
Standing
clear
on
her.
a couch.
Yeah.
Why?
It's not right. Okay. That's fair.
Oda, in the interest of fairness, I did tell you that I was going to do this. There's a photo in front of Oda.
Look at this graph. You doing okay?
Hanging in there, bud?
Of course I am. That's my mom. What son wouldn't be worried about his mom?
Who was a serial killer.
Got him. Take him away, boys.
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed.
True.
I couldn't believe it, so I went to the
She did
police station.
confess.
But because she was under investigation,
And
they
because
wouldn't
she
let me
was
see her.
unconscious.
After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital.
Sink.
That's why I'm here.
Sink surgery.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't
She's
under
under
arrest.
general
She
anesthetic.
volunteered.
What?
She volunteered to be
I
under
spoke with her
general
as part of my
anesthetic.
investigation.
We have her signature.
That's not our signature at all.
It says
an
Mayumi.
X.
But as a source of valuable information,
An
not
X.
as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying. Mom didn't do it. She's innocent.
We're gonna give you
Word's going
a deal. Just
Cut you a plea deal.
Maybe Iris
give
was
a
the one who
virus.
killed
We know
Shoko
she
and
did
Renju.
it. We know she made you do it.
And you
If you
and
tell us
her
that
planned
she
this
did it, we'll
warehouse
arrest you
incident to
instead
get her
of
off
her.
our suspects list.
Like you want.
Like you want. And we'll set your
No
mom
way.
free.
Tessa
Pull that
had her
bunny.
eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or
I'm
asked
pretty
you
sure
to do
she
it.
couldn't have pulled it out herself.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that?
Some fucking
I was
sob
fighting for my life against the criminal.
You spent
your entire life
seeing people. Really? That's it?
That's
all?
That's
Neither
the
was the
whole
part where you
shtick.
got stabbed.
I'm all out of razor blade. It's very expensive. It's not.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
More likely
Wouldn't be
than
the
someone
first time
pulling
you
out her
fake
own eye.
something, would it, Ota?
I would sooner stab myself than pull my eye out.
For sure, yeah.
I'm telling you,
No,
I didn't.
probably.
Then why is Mayumi
I
protecting
wouldn't
you?
have.
Mom is protecting me?
Probably.
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting
It's
someone.
not you.
The only person I can think of would be you.
It could be Dad, but he's dead.
Why?
Apparently
Dead as
she thinks that
houses.
you're the criminal.
Wait.
Why would she think that?
Thinking of doornails. Safe as doornails.
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Strong as thumbtacks.
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has
We know.
dementia. Maybe her memory is
Doubtful.
just mixed up.
About Mayumi's dementia.
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
That would have
chemical
been
plant
when he was
accident?
16.
Plant zone?
Yeah,
Because he's 40.
we're just barely
or
outside of
whatever.
the restricted area,
Fuck
but
outta here.
because Bloom Park closed, the diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant.
He's a
here during
shrew.
the day.
I have seen his dad.
He's
yeah.
a shrew with
Poor
a
man's
poker
got no
cap.
chin.
And he was a security
Hitler
guard and
stash.
traffic cop at night.
Could be a Charlie
Mom
Chaplin
worked as a
mustache.
janitor.
Why is it never a Charlie Chaplin mustache?
Because Hitler
It's not as
ruined it.
flared on the
Hitler
side.
did ruin it, it's true.
They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time.
Nietzsche.
The name Adolf.
Yeah.
It's true. Painting.
I was...
Never trust a
I
pin.
thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good.
seeing Ronald McDonald in those jodhpurs. Doesn't look good.
We were drowning in debt.
You know who else wore jodhpurs?
Charlie Chaplin?
There's
No.
a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go.
Oh, God.
There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university. But right after I started,
He
Dad
was he's been
Passed
out of
away?
school for like 6
Yeah.
years.
Right? This is 40.
He had a
Well,
heart
okay,
attack.
I guess if he went to school, he could have been out for like
But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades.
That was probably
my mom
the
didn't say
dementia
a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out.
Have you seen my
Mom,
husband?
I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a
But
writer.
you're not very good.
Oh, a writer? That's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You work so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom.
4.
Allegedly.
Our writers put all of their time into their creativity.
He's 5
Susan's
feet
right.
Tall. He's not even 5
I won't have
feet
time
tall.
to go to
He's
classes.
like 4'6".
Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company.
A
I'm
12-year-old
definitely going to
boy.
have my first book
Look at him.
published.
He's a growing boy, Alex.
Right. Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out
He's
just
still
fine. I know
Gigantamax, or is he Gigantamax again?
No, this is my 3rd battle with him.
What?
This is my 3rd
What
try at this
happens,
battle.
Oh,
Mom
I see.
will always be
Yeah,
ever
it's
and
not.
ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Gotten better each time.
That's good.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Because you
How'd you
always
guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of
I
that.
started publishing on
But-
fanfic.net.
It's impossible.
People told me my stuff was shit.
I never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply
You
for
can
the
write
amateurs
short
contest,
stories,
you have to
idiot.
submit 10
50,000
times
is
that.
NaNoWriMo.
But Mom, she still,
50,000 words?
she kept supporting me.
Am I wrong?
Gives up after 5,000?
Yeah, and then he said that you need 10 times
10
that.
times that.
Yeah.
The math checks out.
Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But one day,
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie. I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
just kind of sad.
I'm reevaluating Ota being a serial killer. Because don't be a dick to your mom with dementia.
I got sick because I'm such a piece of
That's
shit.
not true. That's not how
I was only
dementia
thinking
works.
about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid. I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Oda turned the frame to me so that I could see.
Oda turned into a frame.
This photo reminds me, one time when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Particularly if you helped Iris
Hey,
kill her.
Iba.
What is it?
I don't like
No one
Ota
does.
one bit, but I can't imagine that this
Yeah.
guy's the
Well,
criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that He's not such
He
a bad
clearly
guy.
feels
Your
remorse.
presumption is illogical.
I don't think that
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time, but we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Oh, that's neat.
Cute. Is it helpful?
Iva, let's go back to the cold storage.
Do you
warehouse.
think it's helpful?
We might be missing something.
No.
Seems like
Poor
it didn't
Ludi.
work.
No, I've got one Pokemon left, but I
Understood.
can't do anything.
Yeah. Oda is depressed.
Sounds like the.
Yeah. Yeah. Go look for more chocolate bars. Is that Fire Blast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
News says you can only do that like 9 more times.
Well.
And it's only got a base accuracy of like 70, so.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a
What if I
thought
jumped
occurred to
into
me.
the ocean?
What if I talk to my good buddy Kagami?
Kazima?
Sounds right.
Kazi.
The police officer, he says he doesn't have any new information.
Typical police.
Kaniza.
Iba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100.
We did that already.
It's almost certainly not her.
Iba, are you sure that
Positive.
Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lots.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. That doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course. A different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night
It'll
to
take
Monday
2
morning.
minutes.
Iba connected to the in system.
She got a result in no time.
Found one hit.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate. Why?
Unknown. But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Oda is the one who drove the station wagon.
That's what I thought too. Station wagon.
Oda drove Tessa's sleeves here. That's why it didn't leave any
He was
fingerprints.
on the roof, instructing her which way to turn. She had her eyes closed. She had one eye closed. The other was gone.
Hey, got
yes,
a minute?
sailor.
Are you talking to moi?
I don't trust you.
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxi cab driver.
There we go.
Terrifying.
I'm with the police. I have
You
some
don't have to
questions
answer
for
them,
you.
but I will detain you and invade your brain. Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
They use the occasional French word interspersed with their perfect English, too.
I have just finished conveying my client from Temeke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Who's my...
Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old
Wow.
hag.
Old hag.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the
No,
cold
I've been
storage
driving all
warehouse?
day.
It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi. I recall it was around 10 in the evening, near the Kawasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid
Which was
up front.
obviously impossible.
We pursued the van for roughly half an hour.
Pay me before you owe
At a
me.
convenience store.
What?
The Famisto along
I don't have time to argue with you. My son's life is in danger.
Chase that van.
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up.
Pursuit.
I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the
Do you think she needed the chocolate, or do you think that she had
A few minutes
brief,
later, the old hag
lapse?
finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Poshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Oto was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Oto was in the van the whole time.
Keep hearing.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate, and we, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I
told her
follow.
she had to pay me up front.
But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood.
The van was piloted by somebody in the Yakuza.
Instead,
So
I parked on the
owns that whole
road and
place.
waited for the van to drive back
That
the way
would
it
be
came.
an explanation.
But
More
of
than I
course,
have.
we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
And none of this seemed suspicious to you?
About 45 minutes later,
That's
the
how
date
it is
had
when you're a
changed
taxi
at
cab
this
driver.
point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so
on my dash.
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on
The time is 12:45 a.m.
I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
My favorite
I see.
program,
Please
12:45 o'clock.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get
sounds
caught
like he
now,
had
but
fun.
my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag
She
popped
paid you,
open the door and
so
took off
what did you
toward the
complain about?
warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
Yes, that's foresight.
I have one more question. How did
follow
you
your
get her to
story.
pay you in advance when you drive
I
a
have one more
taxi?
question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Sajima.
Oh, every
Residence?
taxi driver in the city knows that. It is the personal
Hey.
home of Congressman So Sajima.
He'll
Sajima.
rip your eye out.
Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's
See a
move.
weirdo.
A self-employed taxi driver. He doesn't work.
Self-employed taxi.
Vroom vroom, get on.
And then we make chase.
Get on, moi.
What?
Oh man. Come on, wow.
There's no one here.
This
Out in
route,
the middle of the yard.
this route has a lot more answers than the other one did.
That's true.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
The other route where they introduced a new character, you went inside his brain, and then they told you have to leave.
Yep, that's the one.
Let's go inside.
Look, he's interesting.
Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, we have to go in sideways like a crab.
Is Sejima dead?
Oh,
I'm
that'd
not
be
allowed
funny.
to know. Only the crabs.
And then it'll immediately slam the gate
Aiba.
shut on us when we have to make our
Do
daughter
you
mute.
smell something funny?
No.
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell,
I was not.
correct?
Oh,
I forgot.
right.
Oh, look, a big
There's
vase.
something strange about this vape.
It's a fake.
Wait.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming
kimchi.
from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe.
It's
but the
alive
opening
with
is
Brad
covered by a
Leone.
metal plate.
Ah.
The lid is
That's the
fixed to
fermentation
bolt.
station.
It will
right.
not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard
Break it.
procedure,
Break and enter.
Or use your brain.
X-ray.
It's a head.
It's a baby.
It's Sejima's head.
It's Sejima's parts.
It's the whole of Sejima.
There's his liver.
All of Sejima.
There's his
Left arm.
hooves.
Hoofs.
His tie.
That's bad.
What the?
Date,
What?
destroy the vase.
Got it.
Blam!
Just disintegrate
That's a
exclusively
really
the
big
base.
vase.
Yeah?
Does
You
his
think they brought
fingers
it
around
in?
the top for a while until it blows up?
Alright, well, and,
That's
like,
right.
it's got a really small neck on it.
Well, that was a mess.
Man, why would you... Missing his left eye.
Of course.
So,
Sejima?
Sejima.
That's so Sejima. It's the future.
He can't see.
From his left eye.
He can't see it in his peripheral.
Fragments of the broken vase.
Fragments of the broken stove.
So's body, cut into pieces.
The shreds, you say.
A hanging scroll. A scroll for hanging. This is the perfect music to investigate a body.
Dismembered body inside a large vase.
Some smooth jazz.
Oh.
There you go, the head.
That is the head
Yes,
of
it
So
is.
Sejima.
Who's also the head of the Yakuza.
Ha!
Left
The head of
eye's
the head of the
hollowed out.
Yakuza.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new
Probably,
Cyclops
isn't it?
killer.
It's
Do you have an estimated
No.
time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when
The
I was
jazz
talking to
isn't
Ota about
anymore.
Toshida Diner.
Got a lump in their jazz.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new
Or the old
Cyclops killer.
Interesting.
Right.
Keep looking at his head. We're not done.
By the
Right,
way,
every time
why is
I
there
have
no
a
one
new
in the
thing,
mansion?
it's just click on the same thing over and over.
No bodyguards, no
They're
housekeepers.
probably also in
Do
bases.
not know.
The So have family?
So Sejima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
Not suspicious,
No,
just kind of
just-
sad.
Only at his salamander. It's the boss.
Hey, boss.
Date, a call from Pewter.
Hey,
Connect
I
me.
know it hasn't been 16 hours, so it won't work well, but the machine definitely runs
the sync
a
machine
little.
is up and running. You can sync with
I
Mayumi
hope
now.
we get lost in her brain and come
Oh,
out with
thanks, Pewter.
Dementia.
dementia.
But there are more
I
pressing
hope
matters
Mayumi
now.
comes out with Date's brain.
Something happened.
Yeah, I found So Sejima's body. With the left eye hollowed out.
Gross, why would you tell
I'm
me
at the
that?
Sejima household.
I'm not the police.
Send the investigation team over.
You're barely the police.
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date,
I don't
what
Go
is your
back
plan?
to Abyss?
Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then,
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Just
There it
leave his
is.
body here so we can come back and look at it later. It'll be fine.
Right?
I'm sure that it won't go anywhere.
You're not supposed to leave the body.
The killer's like,
He just left. He just waited until you left and then went right out after.
He was like in the bathroom and then he comes out.
Oh,
He's like,
good.
what the fuck? I put you in the vase.
You're supposed to. Oh.
Good.
Already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand.
It might also give us circumstantial evidence we can't use.
Yeah.
Well, circumstantial evidence is being a little bit giving.
It might also give us random visions.
There it is.
We could construe into evidence.
Oh, not evidence.
I found out that Ota punched a polar bear with a box.
How do you punch a bear with a box? How do you punch anyone with a box?
I saw it with my own eyes.
I like
orange in
where
there.
it's orange. I don't think she's gonna say funny things this time.
That's gonna be sad. Oh.
Where?
Oh shit, Naomi's here too.
Oh, silly me. This is my house. Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
It's got flowers.
She likes
We need to
flowers.
help remind her.
That's true.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's
buddy.
memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was
Yes.
useful.
Well, if we must.
Wait.
Somnium scan! Activate!
Hello.
You're on stream.
Cosmo.
You're gonna be internet famous.
It's true.
Follow him on Instagram. Cosmo the Wonder Cat.
Word. It's true, you can do that. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
You can't.
Adorable pictures.
Mental Lock 4. Mental Lock 5.
Hot dog.
Okay.
Use Naomi's past actions to invoke her lost memories. Past
Nice.
invoked.
Save that shit. Woo. And also, while you're there, can I see a big picture of the flow?
Menu. This button. Yes, you may, Alex.
Thank you.
Not right now.
Cosmo.
Wait, yes, though.
Save? No.
No.
Delete.
What?
Reformat.
No. Oh, you're standing on my foot.
Yes.
If you come up a little bit further, you
There
won't
you
have to.
go.
There you go. Good job.
Spun in place.
Breathing in my toes. Wow.
Okay. So we're probably towards the end of this arc.
Yeah, I would think so, unless it wraps under.
Or it goes, what's the opposite direction?
That's the,
Undiscovered.
Yeah, because that's
if
the
we
other
lead
half
them
of
to
the
red,
I guess.
think.
Yeah, that's what it was. Green or red.
Okay. And then how much from the big flow is there on the other side?
Are we done? Like, none.
Well, yeah, we got here, but
Yeah.
like,
How much space is
yeah,
there?
that's a lot of space.
Back in. Yeah. Yellow can track back over to it. There's no time.
We got,
I think it happened.
we got in. We got some
Yeah.
more time in. That was
We
another
got-
10th of the game or whatever.
This whole leg.
Yeah. That's and we finished out that last pip at the top.
Yeah.
As much as we were able. Well, good work. Good games. We'll have to meet up and play more games again.
Sounds good.
Ooh, more games.
The next time our schedules allow,
Or when it's
convenient.
convenient.